Welcome back to Pure for Initiative, the Dungeons & Dragons live stream where the audience influences the story. My name, of course, is Ben, or Benjamin as I'm known on the internet. And with me, I have Mint, otherwise known as Inby Banshee, who'll be playing today as Lisa Forest. Go ahead and say hi to everyone, Mint.
What's that?
What? What? Why?
Sorry, had something caught in my throat.
Hello.
How are y'all doing out there today?
It's a good sleepy day.
Good sleepy day. Well, I certainly hope you wake up in time to play a little Dungeons and Dragons.
I can play it while I take a nap.
So we left off on a slight cliffhanger. You leveled up last time.
Yeah, it had been so long since we played that I didn't realize until the next day that we had a dream sequence, and I was like, was I supposed to level up?
Yeah, Lise hit level 9. And on top of that, so did Cassandra and Helga. Do you want to talk to us a little bit about things that changed for you at level 9?
Well, I got a 5th level spell slot, so now I have one of those. I have not chosen a spell yet because of the homebrew rule that we have, that I don't need to pick the spell until I feel like I need to use it, and that way it's like, I don't know, it's cooler and it gives me more time to have a spell that I feel like I'll use.
Yeah, specifically for sorcerers. That's our rule.
So 5th level spell slot. I got 4 more health. 4 more. Pretty good. What else? I think that literally was it.
Nice.
My proficiency bonus might have gone up, or it might have been like that last time. I don't remember.
What is your proficiency bonus now?
It's 4. I feel like it was 3 before, but I don't remember.
Yeah, probably went up. I believe proficiency does go up every 4-ish levels, something like that.
I also got 1 more sorcery point, so now there's 9. Yeah.
Cassandra now has a new spell. I decide the spells for the characters in Mint's party, but they control them. That's how we kind of balance that whole situation. And her newest spell is Animate Objects, which is a very fun one. She can animate up to 10 objects or less if she animates larger objects. And those objects can perform simple tasks and even fight for her.
Yeah.
For example, if Cassandra animates a huge object, it has 80 HP and can do 2d12 plus 4 damage per hit, but she can only animate one of those.
If Cassandra animates a cannon, can she make it fire itself?
I mean, I don't see why not. On top of that, though, I will say, last session you asked a question and I wasn't sure what the answer was, and I misread the rules. So I want to correct the record really quickly. The way concentration spells work is you can only have 1 concentration spell at a time, and there are no rules that allow you to have more than 1. I read that as there is no rule that you can't have more than 1.
I see. Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. I feel like at the time I was like, I'm pretty sure you can't, but I'm also not gonna say no.
Yeah, it was just a simple, I misread the rules. So I just wanted to correct the record. It would be incredibly overpowered if, for example, Cassandra did animate objects 3 times and suddenly had fucking 30 objects running at enemies.
I don't think that's unfair. I think Cassandra is a great spellcaster, and she's hot, so she is allowed to do whatever she wants.
Her music is so sick that she just gets to animate everything.
Yeah.
Also, another slight correction. We talked about Foxbud's newest power.
Right.
and slight tweak to it. The half max health that he uses reduces his max HP to half for until his next long rest. So that's the balance there. Otherwise, you could theoretically heal him repeatedly, and he could just keep dropping down mist everywhere. Which is a little overpowered.
Instant teleportation. What's wrong
Just
with that?
cover the world in his mist because you have enough health potions to keep doing it.
Yeah. I'd like to point out that Helga is fucking insane now. I was looking through her actions, and she had Frenzy Attack before, which if she does a Frenzy Rage, she can make a melee attack as a bonus action, so she gets 2. But I'm looking at her stuff now, and she also has extra attack, which means that she can attack twice instead of once whenever she makes a regular attack action. So now she can have 3 melee attacks each turn, and she has advantage on initiative.
Where are you seeing extra attack? Oh yeah, that was the 5th level thing. My bad. Yeah, that's not a new thing. She's had it for a while. We just haven't been paying attention to it.
Okay. Well, I've read the rules about playing a barbarian now, so she's fucking literally insane, and I just have not been utilizing her as much as I should have been, I guess.
Yeah. Something else crazy. She has advantage on initiative, but also as part of her 9th level, she now has brutal critical, meaning when she does a critical hit, she gets double damage. But on top of that, she gets to roll 1 additional damage die on top of that. So she can potentially do 3 times damage on a critical.
Yeah. God damn.
God save anyone who tells her that they are an enemy to friendship.
Yeah. God save anyone that does not want to be her friend. Rest in peace immediately.
$1 million, but you have to tell Helga that you hate friendship and you never want to be her or anyone's friend.
No, because I wouldn't even see the money. She would kill me. I would be a pulp.
All right. Well, let's not delay anymore, though. Let's get to the real reason we're all here. You had a dream last night.
Oh yeah.
Let me actually move everyone around here. Give me 1 second. Clear the board. What's that?
I like I mostly have the stream up on my second monitor, and this is how I have so many channel points, by the way. But it's like a little mini game. Occasionally I'll look over and there'll be the little button that's like click to claim a bonus. And so while we're playing, I'm also just playing a little mini game on Twitch, which is give me more points.
You had a dream last night that you were being escorted by an armed guard.
Right.
I want to ask a question really quick.
Okay.
Lise is a royal.
Sure.
But she's not like a direct royal, right? She's like her mom was like the cousin of the queen, right?
Yeah, so she's the queen's, like, I don't know, what is it when your cousin has a kid? Are you second cousins? How does that work?
I think so. I think it's either that or it's once removed. I don't know.
Okay, well, anyway, yeah, so her mom is the queen's cousin, but her mom is also, like, a prominent member of court. Like, she was one of the queen's, like, I can't remember what they're called. Like, I don't know if it's lady in waiting or, like, she was, like, one of the people who, like one of the queen's, like, entourage or whatever. So,
yeah,
she's, like, her mom is more important than she is.
She's important, but my guess is that you would never have had an armed guard escorting you around. I feel like this is something. Celebrity. Yeah, I feel like this is something that Lise has experienced, like seeing other people experience. So I'm curious how she even feels about this dream, because really, from that perspective, it everyone was trying to protect her and escort her. I imagine it'd be kind of disorienting, yeah?
I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, when you have a dream, it's kind of hard to, do anything or have feelings about anything. But like when you wake up, you can like remember like the themes of how you're feeling. I do a lot of dream work with my therapist. But
Okay.
yeah, I feel like that's probably fair to say. Just
So you wake up and it's very, very early morning. And I mean, like, when I say early, I mean early, early. Like, the sun isn't going to come up for like another hour or two.
okay.
And you're still like seeing some moonlight peek through the boards. You are below deck in a cot right now.
Mhm.
How does Lise feel waking up?
Why so early? Oh my god, I never wake up this early. I don't know. I feel like she's like, what a weird dream. Maybe. Perhaps I shall start journaling my dreams. She takes out a journal and starts writing down. Weird. Metal box.
Of note, yes, you were being escorted into a series of metal boxes.
Yeah. I don't know what that could mean. But I don't know. She's probably tired and like, why am I awake so early? And also, that was a weird dream.
And you then notice Cassandra is not in her bed.
No, Cassandra. Oh, am I alone? Is Fox here?
Everyone else is sleeping below deck where they were when you went to sleep.
But
it's just only Cassandra's missing.
Okay, I guess I go look for her.
You climb above deck and you find Cassandra, and she's leaning against the railing toward the front of the ship.
Okay. Oh God, this feels like something bad. I at least immediately starts having a panic attack. Lisa's like, this is something. Something is going to happen, and I don't know what it is.
Okay.
I feel like she wraps herself in a. She takes the blanket from her cot and wraps herself in it around her head like a little babushka. And she waddles over to Cassandra. She's like, what do you do? It's so early. Where did you go?
You stand next to her at the railing. And she says, "Oh, you're never awake this early."
Yeah, I had a dream. Probably a prophetic one. I wrote it down. And then I woke up and you were gone.
Prophetic. Oh God, it's not another one of those fireball dreams, is it?
No, oh God, no. I'm glad those have stopped happening for now. No, it was weird. It was weird. It was like I don't think I was myself, which is a pretty common theme for my dreams. Oftentimes I've been Helia, and potentially other people. I don't know why I could see other people. I don't know why I am other people in my dreams. I feel like I should talk to somebody about that. But yeah, I definitely feel like I wasn't myself. I was like being escorted by like gods, and like they were like protecting me, and there were a bunch of people, and they were all looking at me, and I got the feeling they were like, oh, who are you? Or like, who? Or like, what are you? And so I'm like, am I even a person? Why do I have sentience if I'm not a person? And then I was in a box, and then I was in a big metal box, and there were a lot of other boxes, and they were all connected to each other, and it was really weird. And I felt like really important. I feel like somebody told me I was like really important, or like somebody said like, oh, like we have to protect this thing or person because they are very important. And I'm scared that it is like something to do with Helia, and that maybe like they got the ashes or something like that. Maybe she's like a little baby bird, and there's like people, and they're like, oh my God. And now I'm worried that Orin has Helia, and so I don't know if that's true. So we have to go to the Scourge Wastes, and if it's not Helia, then I don't know what it is. I don't know why I'm having dreams about it.
She says, all right, that's a lot. So wait, I mean, you're royalty, right? I mean, it could be that, like, I don't know, something to do with the royal family, right?
I guess so. I feel like I've never in my life had a dream about the royal family. Certainly over the last couple of months, I haven't really thought about them once.
I mean, if you're being escorted, I can't think of any other reason, but yeah, maybe it's Helia. I hope Helia's all right.
I know. My brain immediately went to Orin, but now that you mention it, I guess it could be. I guess it could be the elves. Did they look like elves? Can I remember what the people looked like in my dream?
You're thinking back, and most of the people that you were looking at were the guards that were escorting you, and they all had helmets on.
God damn it. How do the elves put helmets on?
It's kind of
too big.
It's like that. You're getting like that dream sequence, like fog, where like the edges of the frame are like really distorted and blurry. But yes, you definitely remember big suits of armor.
Okay. Well, they were. Do elves wear like big? I mean, I guess if they're royal guards,
depends on the elf.
They probably do. Okay, I guess it could have something to do. I really didn't think about that, but if you're telling me that's what it is,
she says
potentially correct.
I mean, I'm not. I'm just saying potential pot. Like, I mean, the royal family of Orin is just the emperor, right? Like, do they have?
I don't know. You're gonna ask me what I know?
I don't know. You're a royal, right? Like the whole thing is that you're supposed to know about other royals. Like that's your whole life.
The first thing Talon did when there was even a crumb of war was close the fucking mist and take everyone's shit away. There is no goddamn way I'd know about any other royalty anywhere.
She says, all right, well, I mean, Caliban, the royal family's gone there. What else could it have been like a money transport? Were you looking from the perspective of money? Like, what else would have a huge armed guard?
Cassandra, I'm gonna punch you in your beautiful mouth. You are so dumb and I love you.
She's like thinking more about it. She says, I mean, I can't think of anything else that has an armed guard. Why would they be? I mean, last we saw, Helia was fire.
Yeah, but she could be a little bird now. We don't know.
Just, I guess that's entirely possible.
Okay, I'm like, because I only thought of Helia because in a lot of my dreams, I have been her. So my first thought was like, oh God. But I know what you're saying makes sense. Oh God, I hope I wasn't like my mom or something like that. That would have been
Oh my God, your mom could be in the Orin Empire.
No, maybe. I hope not. But that's also not what I'm saying. Like, if she's like important to Tielenrune, if she suddenly became important, which she was never really important. You know, when you're fucking related to royalty, it's like, oh, I'm important. It's like, no, you were born with fucking privilege, you stupid bitch. But I don't know now. Anyway, yeah, that's what my dream was about. I felt, okay, because I'm not sure if I was a person, but if I was not a person and I was instead an object, I feel like the object had to be like sentient or something, right? Because why would I have a dream that I was an inanimate object, right?
He says, I don't know, your dreams are always weird.
Well, yeah, but I've never been an inanimate object. I suppose there's a first time for everything.
And she continues leaning against the rail, and she says, yeah, I'm not sure. Sorry, I couldn't sleep last night.
Oh, no, you're fine. I super just came out here and started shit dumping all over you. Why are you out here?
She says, I'm just a little stressed. It's a lot to take in.
Yeah, no, it's, I've been trying not to think about it because I will cry. Cassandra!
What?
We haven't kissed in 5 years. We've also been dating for 5 years.
She says,
5 years.
I don't know if that
get you,
counts.
I have to get you 5th anniversary and birthday presents. Cassandra, am I 28 now?
She says, Lise, I don't think it counts. I don't think we aged. We were literally suspended in time.
I have to get you 5 birthday presents.
She says, let's not do that. I don't think I have the money for 5 birthday presents for you.
Have to buy anything. Sometimes a handmade card is it's the thought that counts, Cassandra.
He says, I think it's perfectly acceptable if we just let the 5 years thing go.
Well, okay, I guess.
She says, all right, we can do 5 years worth of birthday gifts.
No, we don't have to. It's just on your next birthday. There might just be a couple extra gifts in there. For no reason.
She says, how are you keeping such a positive attitude through all this?
My brain is melting out of my ears, and if I don't smile and pretend that it's okay, I will throw myself off of this boat.
She says, I mean, that's not healthy, though.
Well, yeah, but when is there a fantasy therapist around? I don't see one, Cassandra.
She says, just everything we did was undone.
Well, I don't think it wasn't undone. It was just...
I mean, the army we built, we had a whole organization we put together, and it's gone now. We don't know where Lexi is, and
yeah.
I mean, we lost our ship. Orin took over. I mean, it feels like all the problems we solved were for nothing. I mean, Orin still won in the end.
Well, I am trying a new angle, called Be Excessively Positive. And I think that if I allow myself to think that everything I've done was for nothing, I don't think that I could handle that. And so I'm not going to. I simply will not. I will instead choose to believe that it was meant for a reason. I think that everything we did had to be done, and I don't think that it didn't have an impact. I think that maybe it just was meant to play out that way, especially because of the prophecy. Which, do you remember? Did I tell you about the prophecy? I was only recently reminded of it myself.
I don't think you did.
Because of that, I don't know. I feel like I don't know how to articulate this. When somebody tells you that you are meant for something greater, it kind of puts things in a weird perspective of like everything you do has an impact, whether you see it or not. And I have to believe that everything that I've done has been for the greater good, and the consequences of those actions and the things that, you know,
Lisa zones out a little bit, thinking about everything.
I think all that to say, I think that it wasn't for nothing. I think that a lot of bad things have happened in the time that we've been gone, and we can't put that on ourselves for not being there. But we're back now, and I think that we kind of just have to focus on the future because the past is done. You know?
She says,
does that make sense? Am I talking out my ass?
She says, it makes sense. I guess this is why
Benjamin?
I look up to you.
Benjamin?
Yeah?
Benjamin.
Oh,
Benjamin.
my bad. New keyboard.
Yep.
Sorry, I was muted for Mint. She says, I guess I understand, but I guess that's why I look up to you. You know, you...
Oh, don't do that. That's a terrible idea.
I mean, you managed to... No, seriously. You managed to keep a positive outlook on all this, even though... I mean, again, everything's been taken from us, and so... I guess it wasn't for nothing, but... It certainly feels that way. I don't know if I can be that positive about it.
Like, don't get me wrong. Under all of this, I am unendingly furious. If I ever see Varric again, and I will, because I've made a solemn vow that as long as we are both alive, I am going to hunt that man to the ends of the earth. My new life goal is to burn that man at the stake.
Somewhere in the world, you get the strong suspicion that there is an elf man saying, "I feel my life is in danger."
Yeah. It's like when someone's talking about you and you like sneeze or something like that. It's like Lisa's like, "I'm going to kill Varric," and he's like, suddenly I'm in danger.
I just want to take a really quick break just to say thank you, Purple, for the raid. Sorry I didn't say anything sooner, but we are deep in roleplay right now. Thank you so much. I hope your D&D session was good.
Me too. Sorry, you caught me mid-monologue.
Yeah, no worries. She says, yeah, I mean, exactly, right? Like, I don't know how I'm supposed to move past this and keep fighting, I guess. I'm so angry, and I don't know how I'm supposed to stay motivated when everything can be taken away from me that easily.
I want to grab her hands and look her in her big, beautiful eyes.
Okay.
I take her hands off the railing. I'm like, here, hold on to my hands, like this.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh my god, your hands are so soft, Cassandra.
She says, they're really not. They're very coarse.
At least, like, is like. She's like, I can't speak for you. I can't, tell you how you're supposed to feel. Although we are in the same situation, I, definitely, understand. Maybe it would help if you try to look at it from maybe a different angle. Personally, I've chosen to look at this as, well, we lost. And that sucks, but it's not the end. Losing doesn't mean that you have lost forever. It's sort of, I guess you can think of it like they won the battle, but we will win the war, you know what I mean? In a type of sense, because now my life's mission is to actually kill the fucking Emperor of Warren and burn down everything that he loves and take away anything that could possibly make him happy or anything like that. Also, kill Tyr. Kill Tyr.
Kill
not.
Tyr.
No, I'm not. Look at me, Cassandra. I'm not kidding. I'm going to go to heaven, and I'm going to kill Tyr. That's not a joke. I'm going to kill God. It's on the list, and I'm being deadly serious.
She says, can you kill a god?
I'm gonna find out. We're gonna find out. It's something's gonna happen with that. But I feel like before our our fucking, what the fuck am I trying to say? What is the word? Our goal, our mission, our fucking, I don't know, both of those words, I guess. Directive. I feel like there's a specific word I'm trying to think of, and I can't fucking think of it. It's
Mission
driving me
statement?
insane. I don't know. Sure. Our objective, maybe, was kind of split. You know what I mean? It was like we didn't have a lot of like one thing to focus on. It was we were looking for the feathers, and we were, there was the constant fear of war like looming on the horizon with Orin, and there's the New Dawn Inquisition, and there was like a bunch of other stuff going on. But now it's like, there's still some of that other stuff going on, but now it's like, there is one thing we have to do, and that is kill fucking the Emperor of Orin. You know what I mean? And so it's like, our objective, if anything, our objective just got like more clear, right?
She says, I guess so. I'm having a hard time staying motivated, I guess.
Yeah.
I get everything you're saying, but I don't know. It's just not a straight line, I guess, and it's hard to see the end right now.
Yeah.
And you hear behind you on the ship. So then, don't see the end.
Oh, Artemis, are you gonna show up and just fucking dish out some amazing gnome wisdom or what?
Artemis is down at the bottom of the staircase, and he says, "Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop or anything. I'm a early riser."
It's okay. I have to say that you suddenly talking in Artemis's voice gave me a very weird whiplash of like a Kingdom Hearts scene where like the two characters are like having a very like deep conversation, and then fucking Mr. Mouse shows up like Sora.
Oh, hello.
Everything will be okay.
Hey, Sora, Goofy's dead.
Yeah.
Gorsh. Gorsh, I've perished. Gorsh, I'm contemplating my mortality now. There is no God, Mickey. It's just the infinite nothingness. There's nothing, just blackness.
Okay, all right. Oh my God.
Artemis says, what I'm trying to say, though, is I think Lisa's right. I think she kind of said it in a very confusing way. But
Shut that up! I just woke up from a weird fucking dream, and I was in Marble for 5 years. Your brain would be fucking fucked up too.
He says, but what I'm saying is Lisa's right. You shouldn't be motivated by the end product. You should be motivated by what's in front of you.
Yeah, the journey's important, not always the end, you know? Well,
it's
the
your
end is
friends
important.
and the people you care about who give you motivation.
The real journey what was it? The real good part, the real magic is the friends we made along the way. What is that saying?
The real whatever is the friends we made along the way.
Okay, yeah. The real end is the friends we made along the way. Right?
He says, yeah, I guess so. That's one way of putting it.
Yeah, and we've made a lot of friends, right?
He says, I guess we have, but we don't even know if they're still alive.
Well, Artemis, right here. Oliver, new ponytail, looking good. Zachary.
Honestly, this timeline's an upgrade. Oliver got a ponytail.
Yeah, they look amazing. Great. I've been told Merlin's still out there, fucking kicking around. I'll have to see it with my own eyes before I believe that, because my God, he must be so old now. But I've also decided that he's not allowed to die, so I won't be worrying about that.
He simply cannot.
No, I won't. I will not allow it.
Artemis says, honestly, if you're just motivated by getting things done and by the end product of whatever you're trying to accomplish, you're going to find yourself horribly discouraged all the time. That's probably the worst thing you could do.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. You can't, that's not really any way to live your life, right? That'd be like living your entire life kind of just waiting to die. You know what I mean? Instead of like enjoying the life that you have, you know? Does that make sense?
I guess so. Artemis says, not to be an old man and share old stories and things, but, you know, you guys are lucky. This is a kick-ass situation to be in. You still have a fighting chance.
Yeah? What do you mean?
Did I ever tell you about the time that me, Merlin, Quinn, and Varric were in Shadowfell?
A bitch, what? No.
Oh, yeah. He looks a little bit excited, like any old man when you let them tell you their stories, and he walks up the stairs.
Lisa's like, here we go.
Says, yeah, we had all been infected by the despair of Shadowfell, and we felt like we were defeated. We were willing to give up right then and there, surrender and just die.
Oh.
You know what kept us going?
Hold on, let me guess. It wasn't because of... No, never mind. I was gonna make a joke about you being gay, but...
Well, I hadn't met Zachary yet, so...
Oh, I thought you said he was there for some reason.
No, I settled down with Zachary after I stopped adventuring.
Did you know you were gay the whole time, or were you only gay when you met Zachary?
Oh, that's a story for another time, but I definitely knew he was the one when I saw him.
Oh, now I want to hear that story. Sorry, go ahead.
Says, the point is, what kept us going was our friend, Merlin. He was the only one who kept us going at that time. And it's kind of funny. The way he did it was with some jaunty tunes and sea shanties. He sang songs with us while we traveled through Shadowfell and managed to keep our spirits up.
God
Another
damn
time... What? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, God damn it, that old man fucking just being a ray of sunshine. I'm gonna kick his ass.
Another time, we, again, thought we were doomed. We were in a giant venomous spider nest, and we were almost completely paralyzed, poison and venom killing us in real time, and Quinn managed to drag us out of the nest. We kept going because of Quinn that day. Another time, Varric drained his own life force to save me and Quinn. And there were countless times that things looked too bleak for us to come back, and we did, because of our friends.
Oh, that's a very nice story.
I mean, Lise, think about all the times that the Cass has gone down in combat, right? How motivated did you feel to fight harder when you saw that happen?
Oh my God, I burned down a church because she died.
Exactly. And Cassandra, I mean, you saw Lise die in the purple worm, but you didn't give up.
But he came back to life, so I feel like...
In fact, you fought harder, right? And she says, I guess so. And he says, see, you're not motivated by your goals. You're motivated by the people who push you toward your goals, your friends, and the people you care about.
Damn, Artemis, when did you get so fucking wisdomous?
He says, well, you know, you learn a thing or two when you're a veteran adventurer.
Is Artemis like an old man? I feel like I've never imagined him being like pretty old.
Yeah, he's a couple hundred years old. He's,
oh my God.
Yeah, gnomes live for quite some time.
Artemis, are you gonna outlive me?
He says, well, if you keep doing shit like jump into a purple worm, then maybe.
Okay, that was like a one-time thing. Yeah, but no, he's got a point, Cassandra.
She says, yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe I'm looking about this all the wrong way.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy to get discouraged and, feel like everything is pointless, especially after everything that's happened to us. But yeah, no, there's a lot of reasons to keep going, and I think that you kind of just have to find the one that resonates with you most.
And
which possibly is friendship.
As you're all having this heart-to-heart, you hear Foxbud like terrified that you're not below deck, and he comes running out to the main deck and jumps into your arms.
Oh my god!
Give me a strength saving throw to see if you can stay fully stood up.
A nat 20.
He does that thing with a nat 20. He jumps into your arms, and you do that thing where like dog owners who have giant dogs actually cradle them in their arms like a big baby.
Yeah.
And he licks your face.
He is a big baby. Also, I forgot to take all my dice out. So, yeah. But yeah, and look at Foxbud. He waited for us for 5 years, Cassandra. 5 years. Look at him.
She says,
look how big he got.
Yeah, honestly, like, I'm also impressed by him. He kept trying to save us after all that time.
Yeah. Listen, if Foxbud can have a brighter outlook than you know something's wrong.
And you see someone else come up from below deck, and it's Helga, and she says, what is happened? I sensed friendship.
Yeah, I knew it. I was gonna say Helga's gonna appear and be like, I got a feeling that the friendship was being discussed. She gets the spidey sense, like all the hair on her body stands up.
She says, we're doing a group hug?
Okay, but you not as hard as you can though. Like light group hug.
Soft as Helga can. Okay.
Yeah.
She walks up and hugs you guys.
Aw. Oh yeah, thanks for saving my life earlier. That was pretty cool of you.
She says, which time?
Yeah.
She says,
yeah.
Okay, thank you for all time. Understand.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, this has been very touching. Artemis, you wouldn't happen to know anything about Varric, would you? I don't know, any weaknesses that he has?
Well, I know that he loves to monologue.
That's true. I unfortunately also have that.
Well, really all I can tell you about Varric is he must be very different now. Because...
yeah, he's an asshole. I don't know how you stood him.
He genuinely was a valiant hero in the past. He saved so many people, and I genuinely do owe my life to him. I don't know why he's doing what he's doing, but the only thing I can think of is he must truly believe that whatever he's doing is the only way that we're going to make it out of this.
Which is so weird, because it's literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard a human being say out of their mouth. So
I mean, you said he was wanting to bring out the embodiment of chaos onto this world and find a way to mitigate it, right?
Yeah, which, like, first of all, no. You think you can... there is no such thing as controlled chaos. Those are antonyms.
He says, I think Varric must be truly desperate. I think to do something this crazy, he must truly believe, again, that it's the only way. And to be honest, I can't necessarily blame him. I don't agree with him, but things are bad. I joked earlier that you guys are in a great position, but I'm not gonna lie, things are bad.
Right. Well, but I feel like there are other avenues to pursue, you know? Just seems a little, I've spent a couple months with the guy, you know? And after speaking to him constantly and every day of my life in my head, I gotta say, not a good idea.
I also think...
Not a smart or good plan.
I also think he's not used to failure. And by that I mean... he's an incredibly powerful wizard. I know you don't want to hear that, Lise, but he is. It's the truth.
That's fine. I'll kill him one day, and that's all there is to it.
What I'm trying to say is I know you don't want to hear that your enemy is incredibly powerful, but that's the truth of the matter. He is incredibly powerful.
No, I just don't care.
Well, okay, fair enough. But the point is, he hasn't failed many times in his life. I mean, he took it to heart every single time that he wasn't able to, handle things himself. He was deeply embarrassed when he fell into despair in Shadowfell. He was deeply embarrassed when he was filled with venom and on the brink of death. And, we had to save him. It wasn't that he disliked us, but he was ashamed in himself. I think he has... I think he has a genuine difficult time processing that he can't power his way through something.
So you're telling me to bring up all of his past failures so he gets so embarrassed that he dies. Great. That sounds so good. I would love to do that to him.
What I'm trying to say is, if he's met with an obstacle that is stronger than him, that he simply has no way of dealing with, I can absolutely see him getting desperate. Very desperate.
Okay. Well, but I also don't know why he thought that he... I don't know. I don't want to... I don't know. Yeah. Like,
Also, if you ever see him again and you really want to, needle him a little bit with that failure thing, remind him of the time that I invented a device while we were in jail to break us out of jail, and he was fearful that we were going to be hung. So, you can just bring that up too.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. All right, I will actually do that.
That was a joke. Don't actually do that.
Oh, no, I will do that. Would that actually work? I'm going to do it now and see what happens.
No, just, if you need more ammunition for hitting his insecurities.
Yeah. Oh, what else is he insecure? Does he have any allergies? What else is he insecure about?
That's pretty much it, failure.
He's not allergic to anything?
Not that I remember. He ate peanuts fine. So,
do you think
that's the big one.
Do you think that he could have developed an allergy?
What? No.
Oh, damn. Okay, no, Lise literally writes that down. She's like, okay. Damn, okay, well, that was actually pretty helpful, Artemis. Sorry that he used to be kind of a good person and now he sucks, but I am going to kill him in a very gruesome and horrific way, so,
That's fair. I think he's done a lot of bad. Yeah. Just because he's done good things in his past does not negate the bad that he's doing now.
Yes. No, that's very true. That's a very true. Yeah.
But I'll say one thing. Take it however you will. If you can find a way to make him your ally, he would be an incredibly powerful ally.
That is a very true and genuine statement. And I have no doubt that is completely true. I think that in a universe where we work together, I think that we would be really strong. I think, like you said, he's very powerful. Unfortunately, I've made a vow. I've made a vow to kill him in the most gruesome and horrifically painful way imaginable. And I don't break promises. So
Lisa's like, I said it to myself, and thus now I can't go back.
said it out loud to the universe and also to Cassandra. So, Ken, sorry, there's just no taking that back.
Says, well, you're nothing if not stubborn. I'll give you that, Lise.
Yeah, it's what is it? It's good and bad. It's a flaw, but also a good thing sometimes. Potentially.
Says, well, all right. Just, maybe think about it just a little bit.
Maybe. I can't promise that. Anyway, so it's really fucking early. Oh my god. Okay, you guys, I know that this is a whole thing and like we're talking about stuff, but like, oh my god. My ship is dying. And I just remembered that my mattress was in there. And now my big mattress is probably at the bottom of the ocean. And I am never been sadder in my life.
Artemis says, yeah, I remember that was pretty expensive to commission. That's a shame.
Dennis,
we had to get it specially made from Brocara.
I loved that bed.
Says, yeah,
Anyway.
It's probably waterlogged by now, huh?
God damn it. Oh, the mirror. Oh, damn it. We just got that put in too. Fuck. Why did I put all this work into my boat only to fucking... And fuck Varric. God damn it. That bitch owes me a bed and a mirror. And 5 years of my life back, actually. Lisa's nothing if not consistent.
Cassandra speaks up and she says, now that we're not like in a rush or anything, I mean we are, but the ship can only go so fast.
Right.
I was actually curious. I think you brought it up yesterday, but Foxbud can go to the Whispering Woods, right?
Yeah.
Is there any shot that we I mean, you said Quinn was buried there, right?
Actually, I look at Foxbud and I'm like, what do you think? What are you feeling like, bud?
He wags his tail next to your face. I feel like you're still holding him.
Oh yeah, I look down at him in my arms. I'm like, what do you think?
He's like wiggling in your arms and licks your face.
Okay, I'm like, here you go. I give him to Cassandra. And I'm like, all right, bud, let's go on an adventure.
Okay. Artemis says, you wouldn't mind if I came too, would you?
Sure. Do you want to see a Fae forest and meet some Fae people?
Oh, yeah, Fae. Don't believe I've ever met a Fae.
I point at Foxbud.
He says, oh, he's a Fae.
Oh, did I not tell you that? Yeah,
we tried to speak with animals on him so many times and it never worked.
Does that not work on... I mean, he's still an animal, but I guess if he's Fae...
That must be why. He's a Fae, not an... Oh, I feel foolish now.
Sorry. I mean, he's... To be honest, Merlin, he is blue. I don't really know what you thought was going on there.
Says, well, I mean, it seems obvious now that you say it out loud.
Yeah. Yeah, you can come. Oh, I guess you did know Quinn. Yeah, fuck, all right. Hey, Foxbud, do you remember that nice man we met a very long time ago? You want to take us to his grave? His
Ears go down.
Yeah. I mush his little face. And I'm like, come on, let's go. Let's go pay our respects.
All right. Give me 1 second.
God, I don't know if you guys have been able to hear this whole time or not. I don't know how this microphone is with background sound, but Zipper has been outside my door for the last hour. Pretty much, I think for the last 2 hours actually. And she has not stopped meowing once.
Good. She's a good girl.
No, she threw up on the couch. She's naughty.
Foxbud drops down a bunch of mist onto the ground, and his health pool drops to half health. And he creates this large cloud of mist that surrounds all of you on the deck of this ship, and he wags his tail with very slowly with his ears still down, and kind of gestures for you to hold on to his tail.
I try and sit on his back. I'm like, how do we feel about this?
You have his stat sheet, right?
Yeah.
Make a strength saving throw from Foxbud.
His strength isn't all that bad. It's higher than his intelligence. Nope, that didn't go well at all.
You jump on his back and he goes, and his legs go out on each side.
I'm like, oh.
He's flat on the ground.
I'm like, oh damn, sorry boy. I thought maybe you could be big enough for me to ride, but I guess not yet.
It's kind of like trying to ride a wolf.
I mean, if it's a big enough wolf.
Yeah. Maybe it can carry, maybe it can't. He couldn't.
You know what? He could probably carry Artemis. Okay, yeah. I hold on. No, I feel like I hold on to the scruff of his neck, not his tail.
Okay. And you all join hands in a line as he walks you into the mist. And as he walks you into the mist kind of rises around you and surrounds you all around. And before you know it, you can no longer hear the ship or the ocean around you.
I call back to Artemis and I'm like, if you let go, we will be lost in the mist forever.
It says, okay, I will be sure to not do that. That sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, this mist rises up around you. You can't quite hear the world around you anymore, and then suddenly you start hearing the sounds of the forest again, and you begin seeing the leaves of trees and grass at your feet, and the mist slowly kind of dissipates a bit, and you find yourself in that clearing that you were in all those years ago.
I'm like, welcome to Tielenrune.
And sure enough, Bramble, Fauna, and Glimmer are just so happen to be sitting around on the stumps in this area. And Bramble says, "Holy shit, you're back already?"
Yeah, I told you I was coming back. Chill. I just had to go do some stuff.
And he's like, "Did you die again?"
No, I took a nap.
He says, false alarm, guys. She's not crazier yet.
Okay, I'm not crazy because I died. To be the clown curse happened after I died, but it was unrelated.
And he says, "I don't know, you died and you came back and then you were crazy."
There was some other steps in there.
Fox, still full health, by the way. No, his max HP was reduced to 38 until his next long rest.
I'm like, Artemis, these are my friends. Friends, this is Artemis.
he says, "Oh, pleasure to meet you." And he holds his hand out to Bramble.
I'm like, be careful. He's full of thorns, and he also might pants you.
He says, "That's right. My name is Bramble, Lord King of the Whispering Wood, Master of the Forest, Lord of all pantsing." And Artemis says, "That's quite the mouthful. Could I just call you Bramble?" He says, He gets really close to him and strokes his chin. He says, "I guess I'll let that slide."
How tall is Artemis?
I mean, as tall as most gnomes, so he's just under 3 foot tall.
Okay, yeah, so Bramble's a little bit taller than him.
Actually, no, gnomes. I've been picturing Artemis as 3 foot tall in my head, but I guess gnomes are traditionally 3 to 4 feet tall.
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah, he shakes his hand, and then he says, "Can you document if Lise goes crazy again because she dies? Can you document that? You seem like a smart guy."
Bramble, that's not what happens.
Artemis says, "Oh yes, that actually makes a lot of sense."
Artemis, shut up! Don't encourage him.
But not in a he's teasing you good way, but in he's thinking about it kind of way. He's like, "I guess it would make kind of sense. I mean, if you die, your brain would be damaged too, wouldn't it? If your whole body is disintegrated."
But Artemis, I am fine. I'm only a little bit out there because, first of all, Bedlam, and also, second of all, the clown curse. I've got 2 dumb fucking clowns in my head at any given time.
And as you're saying all that, you see it.
No. Get out of my head!
You see, peeking up from one of the trunks, the upper half of a clown's head, and it's got gigantic eyebrows that are in a glare, and its afro is peeking out over the stump, and you hear
Lise rolls up her sleeves and rushes him.
You jump toward the log, and as you're jumping through the air, you go past some leaves and you land behind the log, and it's no longer there.
You fucking asshole! I'm gonna get you one of these days.
And Artemis sees all this and says, "Oh, maybe she is crazy now."
I already told you about the clown curse. I'm not talking to you about this anymore.
He says, I'm starting to think maybe there is something to this."
I throw a rock at Artemis.
He says, "Wow, rude."
Anyways.
Give me a perception check. I'm going to move you 2 over here.
13.
You can't quite catch it, but Artemis and Bramble whisper to each other. Pss, 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 pss.
Oh my god. At least there's a rock at Bramble too.
Give me a ranged attack throw.
What do I add to it?
I can't imagine you're proficient with this, so let's just say dexterity modifier.
10.
It hits the dirt in front of Bramble, and he says, "Hey, don't make me pants you, Lise."
Lise is like, I am wearing pants. Never mind.
He says, "Even if you're not wearing pants, I can still pants you. I'll put pants on you, and then I'll pants them off you."
Oh. Okay, well. Anyways. She dusts herself off and pretends like nothing happened.
As Cassandra's been kind of just looking at the gravestone this whole time.
Yeah. Hey, guys, that's enough. We're here for mourning and stuff. So I point at Bramble. I'm like, shut the hell up.
Says, "Oh, And he does a zipping motion. And he steps back. And Artemis turns and sees the grave and walks forward too.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I go stand by Cassandra.
Helga whispers to you and she says, what is happening?
How do I explain to Helga what is happening? I don't know. I guess I briefly explain who Quinn was, and like how he was important to Cassandra and Artemis, and how he died.
They nod along, and Artemis says, he was probably one of the greatest adventurers to ever live.
That's crazy.
You say that he gave his life here to save you, right, Lise?
But I don't know. It was just very like he didn't very killed him when he didn't need to, you know?
And Artemis nods and he says, yeah, I think this is probably the most concrete proof that I don't know if Varric is savable.
Right. I certainly will never forgive him for what happened here. And that is, another reason I think that I don't think I could ever call him an ally.
And Cassandra says, it's weird. I mean, he was kind of like an uncle to me, but like, I never really saw him much growing up. He kind of just, saved me out of the shitty situation that I was in as a kid and, let Jay take care of me. And, he would check in from time to time and it was always really exciting whenever he showed up. But there's so much I feel like I didn't know about him.
Yeah, it's really tough. I knew him briefly for a few hours, and I will admit I was not very nice to him at first because he was a stranger who was saying a lot of weird shit to me. And then as soon as I deemed him okay, he died. So I definitely feel bad about that one.
Artemis says, I don't think anyone really blames you for that. I mean, from what I understand, it was a very tense situation that day. But
yeah,
it's just rough. That's
just like I did just burn my house down.
That's half the old crew now.
Half?
Yeah, I mean, Quinn's dead. Varric has kind of gone off the deep end.
Right.
It's just strange how things change.
Yeah. I mean, time is very weird, and given enough time, everything will change, Things and people.
He says, I think that this is why you should not be motivated by your goals. I think Varric lost sight of what matters. I don't think Quinn ever did.
Yeah,
so
it's a good point.
The three of you, I want you to make sure that you always have each other's backs, all right?
The four of us?
The four of you, yes.
Yeah, I look at Foxbud like, can you believe that he forgot about you?
He wags his tail.
Yeah. He forgives you.
It's all right. In my old age, I forgot how to count.
Oh my god, Artemis. Yeah, well, obviously, first of all, that's my girlfriend, I point, and that's my best friend, and I point at Foxbud, and that's my other best friend, I point at Helga.
Helga says, she salutes and says, I promise you this, little man, I will never, ever turn from goal of true friendship.
You know what? what an admirable cause. Truly worth following, you know?
Helga will fight to bitter end for friendship.
Yeah.
He says, that's good. Keep those bonds strong, because it's shocking how quickly things can change.
Yeah. I look at Helga and I'm like, if you ever just become like crazy and try to kill me, I'm gonna be so fucking sad.
She says, if Helga, she like grabs your shoulder, and like this is the most serious that you have ever seen Helga ever get. And she says, if Helga ever, and I mean ever, turn from friendship and harm friends, I need you promise Helga you will kill Helga.
No. Helga, I'm not going to make that promise. That's terrible.
She grabs your other shoulder and says, if Helga harm friends, you kill Helga.
Oh, okay, Helga. Fuck.
And she says, thank you, friend.
I like lean on Cassandra's shoulder a little bit.
And Cassandra says, yeah, I think in a weird way I kind of needed this.
Yeah. What a strange world where we've all come together like this. Do you know what I mean? Like, I burn my house down, I meet this guy in the woods, and then like the next day I meet the love of my life, and then later I meet like all of these friends. Like, that's so weird how like things happen like that, you know?
She says, yeah, and to think that we were only in port that day because we were delayed one day.
Because Elise literally starts crying. She's like, we never would have met.
She says, yeah, I mean, we were supposed to have shipped out the day before. We got delayed because we had like extra cargo we had to sell off, and you know, things weren't moving as quickly as they needed to, so
it was meant to be. Our love was prophesied. Prophesied. Oh yeah, I tell them about the prophecy, by the way. I don't know that I've ever mentioned that to like Artemis.
Do you remember the prophecy? I'm not letting you reiterate something you don't remember.
The prophecy is that...
Did you take notes on it?
I am supposed to keep people from meeting each other. The chosen survivors... When the chosen survivors meet or come together or something along those lines, the world will... I don't remember the exact phrasing, but the world will be reborn, and it's bad, and we got to stop that from happening. And they said that, and they said that I was the reason that the survivors don't like meet up or whatever. So I was like, okay, I'll stop people from meeting each other, right?
Artemis looks at you with a blank expression and says, wow, that's probably the most wordy prophecy I've ever heard.
Shut the hell up, you little gnome man.
Well, no, like, is that actually the prophecy?
Memory. Well, it was, more articulate than that, but fuck, I'm sorry, I can't remember every goddamn word those elves say. It's kind of hard to understand them sometimes. You try talking to centuries-old elves and remember their prophecies.
Cassandra speaks up and says, wait a minute, you mean to tell me that the Mistwalkers came to you and told you a prophecy and you didn't remember it?
They always show up like right when I'm sleeping or right when I'm really tired or like right after a battle. Like, God, how am I supposed to remember that?
Cassandra says, all right, I take back everything I said. My morale's been crushed again.
Oh my God! Stop it! It'll be okay. It'll be fine. Anyway, that's the prophecy.
Artemis says, well, if you remember the exact terms, I'd love to hear it, but that's helpful.
I'm sure that in the next time, I'm sure that I'll remember the words sometime, and I will say them to you.
Okay. Artemis takes another look at the grave and says, Lise, this is going to sound like a weird request. But if there's any shot, whenever you meet Varric again, if you could capture him alive, I don't know, if there's an opportunity to do that, I really want to try and I want to talk to him one last time.
Try, but I don't know that I can make that a promise, but I will try. And also, you have to promise not to listen to him when he speaks, because he is very good at, I don't know, manipulation, and I don't like it. He's a very cocky man.
He chuckles a little bit and says, I'm well aware that Varric has a snake tongue, let's say.
Yes.
He's talked us out of a lot of situations in the past.
I believe you. But you do have to agree that when you're done talking, that I do get to kill him. Like, really badly.
He says, yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm not going to argue for his sake. And he kneels down in front of Quinn's grave. And he says, well, old friend, I guess this is the end of the road. But I hope you're giving him hell wherever you are now. And maybe I'll see you soon.
Shadow is just like one afterlife place, right?
What's that?
Shadowfell's, well, Elise is like, Shadowfell is just like one, like, people go to Shadowfell like when they die, right? But not everybody. They're like different places you go when you die.
That's well, so you're asking very open-ended D&D 5e questions right now. There are a lot of ways of handling this, but there's not like an established rule that you go to a specific plane when you die. A lot of people will say like, you know, the divine plane that most matches you, but we have not established where you go when you die here yet. Not, at least not with concrete proof. All you know about is the 9 hells and the torture that wicked souls get.
Well, fuck everything else. I feel like I've definitely probably earned a place down there. Where, if people worship Bedlam as their god, where do they go? Where do they go when they die? Is the Chaos Realm somewhere you can go when you die?
You're asking some pretty big questions right now.
Bedlam, do you know? do you know if when people die, have any ghosts showed up?
Oh, I was so looking forward to when you would invite me to the funeral, Elise.
Yeah, okay, hold on.
And
I didn't invite you anywhere.
And you suddenly notice that there's a tree here that wasn't here the whole time. You're not sure when this tree got here. And like it slowly starts turning like split down the middle, black and white. And slowly the branches start moving. And like you see Bedlam's face appear in the trunk, and he says, "Finally, I'm invited to a funeral. I've always wanted to be invited to a funeral. I'm always invited to parties. No one ever wants me at funerals."
I can't imagine why. A clown at a funeral.
And he slowly morphs into his normal Bedlam self. And he says, "So, what are the funeral festivities?"
I just had a question.
Oh, wait, you don't want to invite me to the funeral?
I mean, did you even know Quinn?
Of course I knew Quinn! Everybody knows Quinn!
Bedlam.
You know Quinn!
I hadn't even met you yet when Quinn died.
Smile appears next to him, and Bedlam says, "Right, Smile, we know Quinn, right, Smile?" And Smile looks up at Bedlam and looks back at you and starts nodding.
Okay.
And he says, "Right, Vile, right." And Vile comes out and stands next to him and is twitching like he normally does. And he looks at Bedlam and looks at you and shakes his head no.
That's what Anyway, hey, so when somebody worships you and they die, where do they go? Are you just having ghosts showing up in the Chaos Realm, or what's going on with that?
Says,
Oh, God! You don't think that the New Dawn Inquisition's going to show up here, do you?
Well, you've killed a couple of them, right?
He lets out a blood-curdling scream. He goes, he turns to Smile and he says,
Come on, old boy! You've got to be ready! We have to crush them! The moment they show up, we can't have them invading our realm!
and he turns to Vile and he says,
Get all the bombs that you have, lad! Get all of them! We have to destroy them the moment they show up!
Okay, I was just asking. If none have showed up at this point, I can't imagine that they will start to show up. I was just wondering.
Bedlam's sweating profusely, and he's like, "We have to take care of this. We can't have them showing up at my door."
Well, I guess that answers my question. Where do they go then? Probably to hell, because they're all fucking stupid.
I hope it's anywhere but here.
I hope it's the 9th layer of hell. No, I hope they get thrown into the abyss, actually. That'd be pretty funny.
Anywhere but here. And there's true panic in his eyes. And then he says, "Anyway."
Okay. Sorry, I feel like I have whiplash every time I fucking talk to him.
And then after all that, he says,
But wait, Lise, hold on. I have a beautiful plan. I have an amazing plan.
No, hold on.
I just hatched the best plan of all time. Lise, hold on. Lise, hear me out. What if you start worshiping me and then you show up here? Oh my goodness, that would be so worth it. We would have so much fun.
I knew you were gonna say that.
He suddenly has gone from his true panic to deep excitement. He's vibrating with excitement.
I would have to die, you idiot.
Yes, but then you can join me and we can have fun forever.
Okay, here's what I think. I think that you are in a prison and that nobody else can go there, right?
Could a man in prison do this?
And he pulls out one of those little metal cups and starts clinking against some bars that appear next to him.
Yes, that is exclusively what a man in jail could do.
He says, "Oh, huh," and the metal cup disappears. "How about this?" And a harmonica appears in his mouth, and he starts playing the harmonica.
You suck so bad.
He's playing the harmonica really badly.
That was a very good impression of a harmonica you just did there. Very good. Wow, you should professionally do that.
Yeah. I should do sound effects professionally, I know.
Yeah, just with your mouth, though. Yeah, okay, that was my question. Yeah, all right. Anyway.
I think you've got the wrong idea. I'm not in a prison, Lise.
No, you're certainly in a prison. You are imprisoned. You're imprisoned and you can't.
He says, all right, how about this? Could a man in prison do this? And he starts bouncing a ball against a wall. I think I'm making a really strong case here, Lise.
I just turn around. I'm like, okay.
She's ignoring me.
Go take a nap or something, okay? This is a funeral.
He starts crying on Smile's shoulder.
Oh my god.
Says, Smile, she hates me.
I don't hate you.
Says, well, I suppose it can't be helped. And he picks up both Smile and Vile and throws them into the forest beyond the trees. And he says, did you need anything else from me, lass?
I feel like that was a question, but now I can't think of it.
Well, I don't deal in non-questions.
Gotcha.
I charge extra for that.
You're in my head. Why can't you know the things I want to ask you?
I feel like that would be a bit of an invasion of privacy, Lise.
Shut you see here everything that happens to me.
I close my eyes when I'm not allowed to see.
Okay, but you don't close your ears.
He says, I go like this, I cover my eyes and I say, oh, Lisa and Cass are kissing, I'm not allowed to look.
Oh my god, I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. You stop that. Okay, yeah, I can't remember what I was going to ask you, so ta-ta.
Because, all right, well, in that case, and he walks back to where he was and reforms into a tree, a black and white tree that slowly turns into a normal tree.
I turn back to Cassandra, and I just, anyways.
She says, well, what happened?
Nothing. Just
Bedlam?
Just bedlam.
Bedlam. And she gives you like a knowing nod.
It's okay. Well, I don't know where they go when they die, but it's not there.
And Artemis says, yeah, I'm not sure where Quinn is, but I know we'll meet again one day.
Like to think so. Anyway. This is a funeral, so I'm not going to tell you when you have to go. So you let me know.
I think Cassandra and Artemis kind of stay here a little while. In fact, maybe you guys stay here for some time and you make a small fire by the grave.
Okay. I hold out my hands and I'm like, Glimmer, the time has come.
You guys kind of hang out until like midday while Artemis kind of recounts old tales of their adventures together. And he says, and oh my gosh, I'll have to tell you about the time that Quinn almost got seduced by a succubus. It was the funniest thing ever.
I put my hands over Cassandra's ears.
Says, Quinn was always the most innocent of us all. So it turns out he was able to resist the succubus entirely, because everyone knows that a succubus will take whatever form you find most appealing and will appeal to your deepest desires and eventually drain away your life force and you'll die. Well, it turns out Quinn was far too embarrassed to engage in any of that, and she failed, and we were able to defeat her.
I look at Cassandra and I'm like, I think that might have been a trait he passed on to you.
She says, shut up, I'm not that bad.
Cassandra's got a nice booty. She's got She got big, beautiful booty, and I love her.
Give me a dexterity saving throw as she tries to cover your mouth.
Oh, I thought you were going to say as she tries to punch you in the face. Dexterity 16?
So she's doing that thing where she tries to cover your mouth with her hand, but you keep like moving your face as you talk. She gets her hand over your mouth finally, and you lick her hand, and she goes, "Oh, gross!"
I'm like, ha 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 ha. Anyway.
All the while, Glimmer is painting your nails, and she says, "Oh my god, these were like so bad," and like she's been like filing your nails and like getting them looking nice again. She has like fairy acetone that she used to get everything off.
Listen, I have been a lot of places and I've touched a lot of yucky stuff, okay?
She says, "Yeah, but you could have at least like maintained your cuticles. I mean, come on."
I've been on a boat. What pirate do you know has cool nails?
She says, "It's Lise," and she like looks you in the eyes, just, "You and I both know maintaining your cuticles is not that hard."
Okay, you're right. Maybe I'm just a little bit lazy, Glimmer. I look at Cassandra and I'm like, while she's doing my nails, I am using one hand to do Cassandra's nails.
Cassandra says, "Can I get like, I don't know, like just a cool black?" Yeah. And Glimmer says, "Oh my gosh, I have the perfect thing." And she like rifles around in her makeup bag. And she pulls out the deepest black paint you've ever seen. Literally no light is reflected off of it.
It's like fucking, what is it called? Vanta black?
Yeah, it's like true black. Like as it goes onto Cassandra's nails, like it just looks like a black void where her nails are.
Fuck yeah. I'm like, "Aw, the return of Darkhorns."
She says, "I don't think I've ever painted my nails."
I tell everybody the story of Darkhorns.
Artemis says, "Wow, I don't think I've ever heard of that use of darkness. That's actually really clever."
It was really funny. They were all running around screaming, and it was really good.
He says, "You know what? Come to think of it, I think I heard about something like that in the Brocaran paper."
Yeah, I definitely made the news. People are talking about it all over the place. And if you hear any criminal dealings that have to do with Darkhorns, it's wrong. We never did those things that they said that we did.
Artemis says, "Lise, you know that we're outlaws now, right?"
Yeah, we robbed a bank. With the former Queen of Caliban.
Fauna says, "You robbed a bank? That sounds really dangerous."
Oh no, it was fine. Cassandra pretended to have a heart attack and I think a stroke at the same time.
And Bramble says, "You robbed a bank and you didn't take me!"
Bro, you cannot leave this forest. Bramble, do you even know what a bank is?
I don't know, but it sounds like so much fun to rob.
No.
I hear bank, and my brain immediately thinks rob.
Okay, I mean, you're not really wrong, I guess, but no. Can I also paint Foxbud's nails?
Little claws.
Yeah, I want to give him little pink glittery claws.
Glimmer says, "Oh my gosh, that is such a good idea. It's been so long since we painted Foxbud's claws."
I know, and his paws are so much bigger now.
She pulls out the like sparkliest like pink you've ever seen. It like every time you change the bottle's like angle, like it's like a different shade of pink, and like it's got like sparkles in it, and it's like it just looks brilliant. And she's like, "I mean, I absolutely concur. Pink on blue, fantastic."
Absolutely. Can we? This has never happened before. I've never asked for this, but I feel like it would be really funny if we took a poll for what everyone thinks the color of friendship is, so that could be the color that Helga gets her nails painted.
You know what? This is a new concept, but I'm all for it. What color should Helga's nails be? What do we want the options to be?
What is the color of friendship? I feel like it has to be purple. Purple for sure. Oh God, what with the color purple? I'm thinking like a dark forest green.
Maybe like yellow.
Yellow is ugly.
Well, yeah, but like yellow roses are like for friendship, right?
Oh, are they? Okay, maybe
so.
like a
or yellow
sunset.
flowers, I guess.
Maybe like a sunset color. Yellow? Yeah.
Like orange and yellow.
Sure. I don't know. I'm very biased about yellow. It's just a me thing. I just don't like it.
I'll say orange yellow.
Well, like it's fine if Helga wants her nails to be yellow, and if other people want her nails to be yellow, I don't care. She's not my character. You do whatever you want. I'm just saying, personally, I don't really like yellow.
Okay. So purple, green, orange, yellow.
Yeah.
Orange, yellow being one option.
Orange yellow? Isn't there like a color for that?
I just put orange/yellow.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, let's I'm all for it. Let's do it, boys. 1 for purple, 2 for green, 3 for orangish yellow.
I feel like the representation of this poll in game is all of us looking into Glimmer's like bag of nail polishes and everyone just kind of deciding what the color of friendship is.
I think Helga starts saying, Helga not think ever painted nails either.
Well, there's a first time for everything. We're gonna be the painted nail squad.
It looks like it's gonna be purple.
Ooh. Is purple the color of friendship?
It seems purple's the color of friendship.
Nice.
And Glimmer pulls out this like sort of like multi-chrome effect kind of nail polish that kind of like has like this purple hue that also turns blue a little bit and has like some sparkles in it as well. And she says, what about this one?
What do you think, Helga?
She says, oh, Helga, very intimidated.
No, it'll make people want to be your friend even more. Nail polish is like...
You say that, and her eyes light up, and she says, augmented friendship power?
Yeah, like whenever somebody sees your nails painted, most of the time people go, oh my god, I love the color of your nails, so pretty. And then you immediately like become friends with that person, so...
Her face lights up, and she says, forgive me, Lise, and picks you up and lifts you off the trunk and stands you on the ground next to it and sits on the trunk in front of Glimmer and says, please, paint nail now.
Very good. Very good.
And Glimmer paints her nails.
Oh, that's a good point, Opal. Like a purple to yellow multi-chrome.
Yeah. Like, I think yellow and purple are complementary colors.
Yeah. So, yeah.
She says,
that'd be good.
What about alternating colors?
Oh, that could be pretty. What do you think? Well, I don't know. I feel like alternating colors, I don't know. I guess it depends on the kind of, you know what? It literally doesn't matter.
All right, hold on. This is very important. Do the nails have multi-chrome or alternating colors?
These are the most important polls we've ever taken in this game.
Alternating colors. Okay. We're having another very important poll. Please think very carefully about this. 1 for multi-chrome, 2 for alternating. Ooh, it's 50-50. It's 50-50 right now. It might come down to a coin flip.
Well, wait, give it a minute.
Oh, seems that it might be multi-chrome.
Opal did come up with the idea for multi-chrome.
All right. Yeah, she pulls out another option that is very similar to the first, but kind of has this purple to yellow to purple kind of shimmer to it, with lots of sparkles. And she says, "Oh my god, I think this would look super cute. I haven't tried this one yet, but if I know anything about colors, it's gonna look good."
I feel like Helga looks at it and goes, oh, magic nail.
She says, "Oh, you put magic in nails, and magic make me better friend, yes?"
Yeah, that's how it works. Listen, these are fae. Like, they're literally, like, all magical, so.
She paints her nails, and once she's done, Helga is holding her hands up like this and refuses to move them so that, like, she doesn't make any smudges in them. She's like, "Helga will never wash hand again."
It's like, no, you just gotta let them dry, and then it'll be okay. Artemis?
Helga never touch anything ever again.
I hold up a bunch of different colors in my hands, and I look at Artemis, and I'm like, Artemis?
Artemis says, I don't know. I've never painted my nails before.
I'm like waving the nail polish in his face. Artemis?
He says, "I've done a lot of study on all kinds of magic, arcana, and technology, and I've never really considered what colors would look good on me."
What's your favorite color? Or what's Zachary's favorite color? You could do
That's
both.
a good point. I guess Zachary likes a nice, cool blue.
Oh, pretty. What's your favorite?
I don't know if I have a favorite. I've never really given much thought into things like this.
Well, it's time you start. Artemis is honorary member of Girl Gang.
It says, "I don't know, just put on whatever you think would look good. You guys are the experts."
Okay, well, what would go good with blue? Complementary color to blue is orange. How do you feel about? Oh, wait, is it orange? It is orange, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel about orange and blue?
That seems like it'd be really loud, but sure.
Well, okay, yeah, no, you're right. Maybe just a nice, subtle blue. What do you think, Glimmer?
She says, "Yeah, it's kind of boring though. Like, just blue."
I mean, it's his first time. He can just have blue. It doesn't need to be like fucking, you know.
And she says, "Hold on," and like rifles through her bag and says, "I am not gonna give him something boring and basic. We're gonna make this boy look good." And rifles through her bag and she says, "How about this?" And like holds up a magic nail polish that fades from like a darker blue to a lighter blue at the tips.
Ooh.
And he says, "Wow, I don't even know how that would work."
It's magic, Artemis. You don't have to question it.
And they paint his nails this kind of, is it the word ombre? Is that the one where it like fades between?
Ombre.
Ombre?
Mm.
Is that like where it fades between two colors?
Yeah.
This sort of ombre, dark blue to light blue.
Very nice. Lisa's like, Zachary's going to love them.
Says, "Oh, it looks really cool. I still don't understand how the liquid did that, but all right."
It's magic. What do you mean? You literally pull stuff from like an alternate universe or whatever. Now you're gonna ask how this nail polish works?
I mean, like, I'd like to compare notes with Glimmer here and learn how it works. I have a scientific mind, Lise.
Glimmer starts going into like all these chemical like
Yeah, she immediately pulls out her notebook and she says, okay, so like this is what I go through whenever I invent a new color. I like to start thinking about the different colors that I'm trying to achieve and what I want them to do when the light hits them certain ways. You have to keep in mind light refracts differently for different pigments. And she's just like listing off all this information to him, and he's like so deeply ingrained. He has like his little notebook and he's taking notes. Artemis is the type of guy that like once you start explaining your hyperfixation, he gets deeply fascinated and takes notes.
Very good. While they're doing this, I'm painting Fauna's hooves to match her horns, because she has blue like glowing like at the top of her horns, and so I take like a glittery blue and I start painting her hooves.
Yeah, sure. You paint her hooves, and she says, "It's been a really long time since we did this. Bramble doesn't really like to paint my hooves."
Yeah, Bramble's like, that shit smells bad.
Says, he's literally like building a dirt castle while you guys are saying this, and he says, "Glimmer yells at me whenever I try to build a dirt castle after she paints my nails. She can't paint my nails anymore."
Yeah, you need like a permanent nail polish for Bramble. That boy, his nails are just constantly like covered in dirt and mud and stuff. You know?
And he says, "You guys just don't know how to have fun."
I think you are just a dirty little boy.
Maybe if you weren't so afraid of being dirty, you would have more fun.
Perhaps, but that's not something I'm going to consider.
You guys continue talking around the fire about painted nails and share a few more stories of your adventures. And again, as it approaches midday, Artemis says, not to be a party poop or anything, but it is getting a little late in the day, and we kind of did leave without notifying anyone."
Oh, shit. We gotta go. We gotta go, you guys.
And
wouldn't they see the misty spot, like, on the ship?
Artemis says, "Yeah, I assume they might piece together what happened, but it's probably best if we head back. I'd rather not Zachary worry."
Yeah, oh, that's fair. Oh, damn. Next time we gotta bring Zachary and Oliver so they can get their nails painted too.
Glimmer says, "Okay, so what have you learned from what I told you?"
Okay, I won't dip my nails in worm acid anymore.
She hands you a nail file and she says, "And I swear to God, if you let your nails get out of control again, I'm going to kill you."
Okay, fine.
She hands you another vial of the multi-chrome that you use, and she says, "Here, I made a special vial just for you. Make sure you keep your nails looking good. I can't have you out there saying that, oh, this is my friend Glimmer's nail polish, and then your nails look like shit, okay?"
Oh my God. Okay, it'll be good. And maybe I will paint other people's nails.
And she says, "And remember, those cuticles, don't let them get out of control again."
Okay, the cuticles, I got it.
And Fauna says, "You're not gonna die, right? Bramble's lying. You're not gonna die again, right?"
We're not going to die again, I promise.
Lise, you better not.
I'm not.
And Bramble says, "Oh yeah, she's gonna die again, and she's gonna come back loopier than ever."
Okay, bye. I grab everybody and jump through the mist.
You head back to the ship. Give me 1 second. The mist kicks up around you, and you slowly hear the sounds of the ocean again.
That was fun. I missed them. We literally saw them in the first episode and then never saw them again.
And you see that already on the deck is everyone else. Oliver is at the helm. Darren and Penelope are checking over ammunition on the cannons, and Zachary comes running up to the stairs and he says,
Can you, not do that? Like, where you just fucking disappear on me, honey? I mean, come on.
And Artemis says, You're right. I'm sorry. Just trying to make sure I, spread some wisdom to the newer adventurers.
Sorry, Zachary. We took him on a girls' trip.
Zachary says,
All right, if it was a girl's trip, then I guess I can look past it.
I'm like, Artemis, show him.
He shows Zachary his nails, and Zachary blushes a little bit. He says,
Oh, wow, those look really good.
Right. Nail polish makes everything better.
He looks at his nails and kind of hides them behind his back, and he says,
Yeah, no, Artemis, those look really pretty.
I pull my nail polish out of my pocket, and I'm like, give me those nails, Zachary.
Zachary says, That's okay.
Are you sure?
Okay, maybe just one hand.
Okay. I'm like, do you like your nails shaped like claws or shaped like regular nails?
I like feeling threatening.
Okay, I shape them like stiletto, like claws, and I paint them. And then he only said one hand, but when I'm done with the other one, I just start doing the second one.
He's got long, pointy, multi-chrome nails now.
And I'm like pushing his cuticles back, and I'm literally being so hypocritical. I'm like, okay, Zachary, you have to take care of your cuticles.
He says, what's a cuticle?
I like show him, like, this is your cuticle. You see, when it gets long, you just got to push it back a little bit like this.
And he says,
Oh, that's weird. Why do you have to push him back?
Well, because when then they get long, and then when you paint your nails, it's fucked up. So you gotta push them back and cut them off to make your nails look like clean, you know?
He's clearly out of his element, and he's just like,
Okay, yeah, I guess.
I I take the nail polish and I'm like sauntering across the ship like, Oliver!
Artemis pulls out his little notebook and he says,
Don't worry, honey, I took so many notes. I think our nails are going to look fantastic for a long time now.
Good. Good.
And as you start making your way across the ship to Oliver, they say,
Oh, thank goodness, you're finally back. Listen, I wanted to talk to you all in the captain's quarters, if you got a minute.
Okay. Was it about my bed?
Your bed?
You don't remember my bed? Okay.
No, it's not about your bed.
Is it about, do you remember 5 years ago, before I went missing, that I asked you to look into Helga's ancestry? Did you ever get a chance to do that?
Not really. The invasion happened shortly after you were gone.
Damn.
we lost a lot of records.
That's okay. I just thought I'd ask. Anyway, all right, to the captain's quarters, gang.
They say, you, Cass, and Helga all join Oliver in the... And Fox. We can kind of just assume Foxbud comes with you.
You always exclude him.
All right, I'm so sorry that I did not explicitly state that Foxbud, your pet, is with you.
I'm just saying. He feels unappreciated.
You all head below deck to the captain's quarters. And when you enter the room, you notice there's no bed in here. It's really just like a administrative place where they keep a lot of important files and stuff. And you see maps all over the walls and trade routes drawn on the maps and some red cord tying together different locations, notes tacked to the walls. like all over this room. And on the one desk in the room, there's papers strewn everywhere of different like documents and important information. There's like files jammed into the bookcases. Clearly, like a lot of information is stored in here. And Oliver says, "Okay, so I kind of have to catch you up on a lot of things that have happened."
Lisa walks in here and she's like, how quickly do you think you could take this stuff off the walls?
They say, "Why would I take it off the walls?"
Just in case the ship, needs to be destroyed.
I would much prefer this ship didn't get destroyed.
Well, then we're gonna need 2 extra ships, Oliver.
They say, "Listen, we can talk about this, but let's one thing at a time."
Okay.
And the first thing they do is they reach into the desk and they pull out this cloth that's wrapped around something, this red cloth. And it's like this oblong, strangely pointy shape. And they set it on the table and they say, "First off, I was able to recover a handful of things from Castle Rubymane before we fled." And they unwrap it, and it's a shard of glass, but more specifically, the shard of a mirror. And they say, "The mirror that we had in the council room was shattered in the confusion. But I recovered one of the shards, and it still works." You look into the shard, and sure enough, you see the inside of a different ship. And you notice that, like, it feels like looking through here that the other side of this, whatever's happening to the old mirror that was on your ship, it's like in water. The room is partially submerged in water. And
Crunchwrap Cream, let him go.
And occasionally the whole view like shakes violently, and you see like a different part of the cabin. But it's for sure the inside of the Shifting Tempest, specifically your captain's quarters.
I'm like, what? Oh, poor Shifting Tempest.
And they say, "So we're going to hold on to this. If there's any shot that we recover your ship, this would be a good way for us to keep in contact."
I'm going to get my ship back. Like, one way or another, that ship is coming with me.
And we're going to hold another poll really quick. And this is one that I'm actually going to have you look away for.
No. Okay.
And I'm actually going to mute myself for this poll as I read it off to the audience.
Fine, but don't forget to unmute yourself.
Yeah, sure. I'll do my best. So, everyone, we're going to have a quick poll here. Oliver has a lead, but what does Oliver have a lead on? August DeForest or Lexi? To remind you, August DeForest was Lisa's father, and Lexi was the 4th, or I suppose 5th member of the Chaos Crusaders. 1 for August DeForest, 2 for Lexi. All right, I'm done reading it off. Nobody put in chat what happened here. Don't read the screen, Mint. Yep, looks like it's pretty strong number 2. So, Oliver turns to you and says, "And I have a slight lead on Lexi. Now, don't get too excited, but I have it on good authority that Lexi is not dead."
Well, yeah, I really don't think that she can die. Have you seen her?
They say, fair enough, but so let me walk you through what I know about Lexi. So first of all, we know that during the raid of Shantytown, when Orin first invaded the mainland of Caliban, that she escaped. Now, I've done everything I can to piece together the stories of people who were there that day. Unfortunately, we don't know the name of the ship that she escaped on.
Mm-hmm.
All we know is she fled toward a ship, and it was out of the harbor before anyone knew it.
Okay.
So, she's on some unnamed ship, and I'm not even sure that it was part of your fleet.
Yeah, probably just the nearest one. Smart girl.
On top of that, until the very last ship in your fleet fell, she was managing them and operating from the shadows. We have no idea how she was getting correspondence to them, but she was managing them. And until the bitter end, all of your ships had a commander. But even then, I still have it on good authority that she's still out there somewhere. Because there are still messages and threats. Very cryptic, never signed by her, obviously, but as you know, she has a very particular way of writing. I'm pretty sure it is her.
Oh, Lexi. She's trying her best.
And they say, she's been threatening orange ships to this day.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, she's not really stopping their navy or putting a huge dent in them or anything, but she's been telling them that if they have ships in certain locations at certain times, that they will be destroyed. Well, go ahead.
Hold up. Didn't I give Lexi the other hand mirror so that I could talk to her? Didn't I do that? Did I not do that?
I don't know. You?
Did I? I have a memory of discussing that. But then I also remember asking Oliver to, ask her something. So maybe I was going to and I didn't, or maybe I did and I don't remember. I might have done it and then probably completely forgotten about it. But I have a memory of being like, I should give Lexi this mirror. Because me and Cassandra are usually always together so that I can talk to Lexi. I think I did.
Okay.
Well, I fucking pull out the mirror. And I'm like, Lexi!
You pull out the mirror and it is clearly somewhere in the ocean, deep underwater.
God damn it. I'm like, well, I tried. I pull out. Well, no. I was going to say I pull up the Mind Stone, but wow, there's a whole ocean. They wouldn't know where to look.
And Oliver says, there's one last bit of information, but I don't know how useful it is. So, I got lucky and intercepted one of these threats once. Back when we still had spies in the Orient Navy, they've since been ousted, but I was able to get information on one of the threats, and we went to that location and stayed very far away to make sure we weren't discovered by the orange ships, of which there were only one. And we followed them for a long time, and I'm ashamed to say I wasn't looking in that exact moment, but we suddenly heard a lot of yelling and cannon fire in the distance, and I swear there was no ship there before, but suddenly there was a ship next to the orange ship. We tried sailing toward it, but we lost them in the madness. There was a lot of gunpowder, a lot of smoke, and before we knew it, the other ship was gone and the orange ship was sinking.
I have two theories. Would you like to hear them?
Sure.
First theory. Invisible ship.
Okay.
Second theory. Ship that can go underwater.
Okay.
Those are my theories.
All right.
Pretty good. I know.
The point is, whatever's going on, she's able to take these ships out in the blink of an eye and disappear.
That's
Or
really cool.
maybe it isn't her. Maybe she's sending something to do it. I don't know. But the point is, I think she's still operating out there somewhere.
Well, good.
I just don't know where or how.
Well. And now that I am back. Wow, but my whole network of pirates is dead. God damn it. I was gonna say, start a rumor that the Chaos Crusaders have returned. So far, nobody knows. We killed the only witnesses.
That's actually the next item on my list here.
Okay.
So I wanted you to be aware of Lexi, but... okay, so I know it may be a little presumptuous to say this, but... I'm sorry, Lise, you are officially involved in this war. There's no two ways about it.
Oh, I'm gonna kill the Emperor. Like you couldn't stop me if you tried.
Whether you like it or not, you're not going to have a normal life anytime soon, because you 4, or I guess 5 if you count Lexi, have become symbols of hope. The people of Caliban and Sanctaria are counting on you, and Orin wants you dead if they will want you dead if they find out you're alive.
I put my hand on Oliver's shoulder and I'm like, I've never had a normal day in my whole life. Do you think I would start now?
And they say, so Lise, I have a very important question for you.
Okay.
And I don't think anyone but you 4 can make this decision.
Okay.
So, what are we doing about your identities? Are we going to release the information that you're alive? Now, hear me out. Currently, the war is nearly over. The last bastion against Orin is Haven in Sanctaria. Now, Haven is very well positioned for this siege. They're right next to Brocara. They have easy supply chains that they can keep running, and they've held out for months at this point. No matter what Orin has thrown at them, they've managed to stave it off. But unfortunately, the most important resource in a siege is troop morale. People are slowly losing hope over time, and the more hope they lose, the less hard they're going to fight.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee if we let loose that the Chaos Crusaders are back, we don't even have to tell them a plan. We can just say that you guys are back, and instantly hope will return. I guarantee they'll hold off Orin for another few months minimum. However, Orin is sure to find out within a week, maybe 2, tops. So, the problem with that is, Orin is ruthless. They will do everything they can to either capture or kill you, and they will not rest. You will become Emperor Vladimir's #1 priority. Because if he can snuff out you, he can snuff out hope.
But couldn't that also be a good thing?
What do you mean?
If he's so focused on me, he can't be very well focused on the war, now can he?
Oh, the siege will continue. I have no doubt about that.
Yeah, I'm also just worried because that guy that we killed told us that they have a secret weapon. And I don't know what it is. And he said that they were going to use it. I think like against Haven. And that's not good. So I'm worried that if, like, yes, we could be like, oh, like, we're back and everyone, like, morale's good. But then Orin uses whatever the secret weapon is. Haven gets wiped out and they also know that we're back. You know what I mean?
They say, yeah, Penelope mentioned that to me. I'm not sure what a secret weapon would be. I mean, they have all kinds of explosives these days that they're using. They have all kinds of specialty cannons Hell, they've invented handheld cannons at this point. They have all kinds of incredible weaponry. I don't know what else they could possibly pull out.
I have a couple theories. And I feel like all of them are insane. Because, you know, your brain goes to funny places when you are assuming the worst. My first initial thought when he said secret weapon, and then I had that weird dream last night, my first thought was like, maybe they got Helia somehow, and I was really worried about that. So that could still potentially be it. We have to go to the Scourge Waste to find out.
Helia?
Oh god. Oh no.
Who's Helia?
Never mind.
At least,
no.
if you might have a lead, I gotta know.
Oliver, can you keep a secret?
Sure. I mean, depending on the secret.
No, you gotta promise. Oliver, you gotta promise it's a secret.
I mean, I'm not gonna let valuable information slip to Orin or something if that's what you're worried about.
No, you can't tell anybody else.
Even people on this ship? Our comrades?
Well, I guess Artemis kind of knows. On accident. I think I accidentally told Artemis about it, actually. It's supposed to be a secret, but it's also like... it's like a big... It's like a big thing! Okay, you know what? Let's go to the Scourge Waste, and I have an errand there, and after I've gone there, I will decide if I can trust you with this information.
So wait, Artemis knows?
Does Artemis know? I look back at Artemis and I squint at him and I'm like,
Artemis is not in the captain's cabin right now.
God damn it. I look at Cassandra and I'm like, did I accidentally tell Artemis? I think I did.
Cass is like,
right?
I can't remember.
God damn it.
Oliver just says, Lise, I'm not going to let this information slip to anyone outside of this ship. The only reason I specify this ship is because we're all comrades here. We're working together.
Wait, no, I think I did tell you about this, actually, Oliver, because I remember you being like, phoenixes aren't real, they're made up.
And it's the phoenix.
And I was like, no, I met one. Yeah, okay. I did tell you about it. Okay. Yeah, no, the phoenix's name is Helia.
Okay. All right, so then you think that they might have the phoenix?
Yeah, well, that's just what I was worried about. I have no evidence of this. Other than I had a dream last night, but it was very vague, and I can't really attribute that to anything. And my I'm secondly worried that they secretly have like a treaty, not a treaty, but they secretly are maybe doing something with like the elves in Tielenrune. Maybe because like Tielenrune doesn't get involved in wars and stuff, and like they close their borders and all that stuff. But like if they secretly like made a pact with Orin, then they would be like a huge military power that nobody was expecting. Do you know what I mean?
Not many ships have entered or left, but I suppose we could keep a closer eye on that.
Oh, I'm just worried, like, ships are one thing, but, like, correspondence, you know what I mean? You don't need... I literally teleport back and forth. I just got back from Tielenrune just now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't think anyone outside of you has that ability.
Well, I don't know. I'm not going to rule that out. I'm just saying, that's one of my theories. And I don't really have any other theories, unless they also have a Kraken, which, that would suck. But I have two Krakens, so my two Krakens beats their one Kraken.
They say, I'm gonna have to... I don't really have very many spies left, and in fact, I'm not in direct contact with any. I just have suspicions that some may still be out there. I'm gonna try and reach out and see if I can get any more information on this, but I don't expect to get much back. Okay, I'll note this down though. And they take some notes about this secret weapon.
Okay. Well, I look to Cassandra and Helga, and I'm like, well, what do you think? You know?
So first to speak up is Helga, who immediately says, "We must let them know that we are alive. They are friends, yes? We must give friends hope."
Good point.
And Cassandra says, "While I don't disagree, morale is super important in a siege. I don't know. Orin is, seriously ruthless. Any pirate who tried to fuck with them outside of Lockjaw, they would get poisoned, their families would turn up dead. Like, these people are truly, truly merciless. And I think that the minute it gets out that we're still alive, we're going to have targets painted on our heads. Not that we can avoid it forever, but I'd like to avoid it as long as I can."
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think the good part of that is, like, I don't really have a family. And I don't think Helga does either. And I don't think you really do. The people I care about are mostly on this ship.
She says, "Yeah, but they can still try to get to people that we care about," is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I guess that's true. God damn it, why do we have to be good people who care about other people? That's the greatest weakness you can have is friendship.
Helga, upon you saying that, says, "You close your mouth!"
She says, "Okay, you're right. I'm just..."
"Friendship is greatest strength!" And she, flexes really hard. And, I think that, even though, she's wearing, a sleeveless vest, she, rips the back of it a little bit.
Ask Oliver, how long do you think we could keep it a secret if we didn't tell anybody?
That'll really come down to you. That'll come down to you and your actions, because, as it stands, if, for example, you just fled and hid forever, they would never find out you were still alive.
Well, I'm not. I'm going to do the opposite of that. Actually, I'm going to kill their emperor.
So then it just comes down to how long you keep a low profile. I will say that once it gets out on either side, I can almost guarantee the other side will figure it out pretty quickly. So,
how long do you think... How long do you think we could wait to tell anybody before we lose Haven?
Now you're asking me for exact numbers on people's morale. I don't know that I can really give you that.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm also worried that... Yeah. This is a tough decision.
I will say again, they've been fighting for months. These people are tired and they're scared.
I look at Cassandra, and I say, I feel like I just kind of smile at her a little bit, and I'm like, I think that I gave up my life a long time ago. Not that I am not to say I'm going to give up living or anything like that. I'm going to live forever. But I think that in the process of finding out who I was, I became someone else entirely. And that person is somebody that people look up to. And I think that we have a responsibility to those people. And I'll be damned. We couldn't be there for 5 years. And it wasn't our fault, but we still weren't there. We couldn't save Caliban, but maybe we can save Haven. That's a start, right?
She says, yeah, I get what you're saying. It's just very scary. Orin is not a fun enemy to have, but I fully get it.
They've been our enemy from the start, you know?
Yeah.
I know not to say we've been fighting them in full force like we will be, but...
And Helga says, "Come on, friends! We will have all the friendship of Haven behind us!"
Yeah. All the friendship of Haven.
And Sandra says, "All right. Yeah."
Okay. Lisa's like, plus, Lisa says, who am I, if not dramatic?
Oliver
of course,
says,
she says, I've been gone for 5 years, and you think I'm not going to make a dramatic re-entrance?
And Oliver says, "All right, I'm going to send correspondence directly to Haven then, so that they know. Do you want me to say anything in particular?" Again, we can probably expect the secret to stay within the ranks for maybe a week, possibly 2 if we're lucky.
I wish we could send them like a video message. I don't know. It says something cool about me.
How about, let's keep it simple. The Chaos Crusaders are back. Orin's days are numbered.
Yes. Sounds good. Also fucked here.
I'll put that in the footnotes.
Yeah. There's like an asterisk in the bottom. Fucked here.
And they say, "All right."
Yeah, wait, no. Sorry. That's a good one. It's just, I lived, bitch.
A direct quote from Lise DeForest, "I lived, bitch."
Yeah. Good. Thanks, Lux. That was a good one.
And they say, "All right, so now's the fun part." They say, "It's time to strategize." So they said, "So you said you needed at least one ship, right?"
No, I think I'm gonna need 2 if you want to keep this one.
Good. How about 2 ships?
Yeah.
So it turns out that Haven's been fighting really hard recently, and they actually pushed outside of the city walls a bit and kind of decimated the Orin brigade line. So Orin has taken a serious blow, and so they are sending an emergency supply ship. In fact, 2 emergency supply ships. Now, Orin mostly controls the waters, so they don't feel the need to guard every supply ship. And what's worse,
idiots,
is the quickest route to Sanctaria, and specifically Haven, from Orin is through the Boiling Alley. It's a collection of spires and rocks just north of the wastes.
This is like... like, yes, my plan is coming together.
This alley happens to be very difficult to navigate. Typically, you only want smaller ships going through, and you want fast ships, nimble ships that can navigate all the spires. So, no heavily armed ships. They drop a paper map on the table and roll it out, and they say, "I think I've worked out a plan in which we can take down 2 ships."
We need to capture the 2 ships.
Well, by take down, I mean kill the soldiers on board.
Okay. And one of them needs to be in at least like pretty good condition, just because a Kraken needs to use it as a playboy.
Okay. They say, "So, now I'll leave the exact execution of this plan up to you. After all, you're the pirate queen, right? But I think I have the perfect timing for this to happen. The 2 ships are Morning Dew and Twilight Rain. 2 ships that are rather fast but light on weapons. However, they can carry quite a bit of cargo. They are the ones carrying the resupply. And my guess would be not many soldiers on these ships either. Likely only like 5 or so, just enough to man the sails. So, with that knowledge, there is one spot in the boiling alley where the waters open up. Open up just enough for a ship battle. I say we sail out ahead. We sail out there and catch them right at that spot. Ambush them in those open waters where we have a bit of room to navigate and fight back.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
And Cassandra says, wow, yeah, this is kind of a dream piracy scenario.
I feel like we have to be prepared in case, because this could go shit up so quickly. There could be extra soldiers on board for whatever reason. They could have another ship nearby. They could call for backup somehow. Another ship could come by. Like, this could all go to shit. So that we need to have a contingency plan, I feel like, just in case. Because if it all goes tits up...
Oliver circles some locations on the map and says, that's the beauty of it. They can't send any bigger ships through. So if they did get backup, it would have to be either these size ships or smaller.
Are the waters actually boiling? Like, are they really hot?
No, they're, I guess, a little hot, but no, it's kind of just a name.
Like, do you think that if a kraken had to swim through there, it would be bad for him?
It would probably be fine.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, we're meeting up with some krakens. I feel like,
It's kind of like a heated pool.
Okay. Cool. Just that could also be a backup plan,
They say, now I'm not saying that it's impossible that other ships could be coming through here, but I have a pretty good feeling that it's just these ones. And even if there were, they'd have to be small ships.
All right, let's go.
They look out the window to the captain's cabin. They say, honestly, I've run the numbers a few times, and I'm worried about our ship making it through, but I'm pretty sure we can manage it.
I wonder if there's anything I can do to help. I look at Cassandra and I'm like, we're spellcasters, right? I don't know. Hold up.
And Oliver says, again, I'll leave the specifics of how we execute this to you, but I was able to gather this information, and I think we've got the beginnings of a plan here.
Yes, I agree. Let's start heading out there, I guess. I think laying an ambush and just fucking unloading on them as soon as we see them. Maybe they make sure that they're in the strait so they can't, like, back out. Maybe we could do something to block them in or something. I don't know. I'd have to see the landscape.
They say, well, upon finding this out, I let Penelope and Darren know that we need to adjust the sails. We're heading there right now.
Cool. I just have a question.
What's that?
I look at Cassandra and I'm like, Cassandra, you, how do you feel? Actually, you know what? Never mind. I don't think that would.
What?
Actually, no, never mind.
How do you feel about what?
Cassandra can cast animate objects.
Only on huge or smaller though. A ship would be gargantuan, or I guess gargantuan is like the biggest size.
The smaller boat?
No, all ships are definitely gargantuan. Like, unless they're like a little sail ship.
Okay, never mind.
Gargantuan, I believe, it's like a specific size. Hang on one second.
I thought I had a cool idea, but no.
Yeah, and gargantuan is anything 20 feet by 20 feet or bigger.
Okay. Never mind then.
So, unfortunately, no, she cannot animate a whole ship.
What? But
Hate
that
to
would be
break it
so
to you.
that would be so cool.
It would also break a lot of game mechanics.
Nuh-uh, flying ship, bitch. Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I need to see the terrain to really map out a plan.
Again,
I don't know.
The area that I'm planning that for us to hit them in will be pretty open. It's a pretty open area. I specifically think that we need this because we need to be able to maneuver. While they are 2 smaller ships, it's still 2 ships. And that's
Yeah.
a difficult fight to win, especially when you're trying not to destroy the ships.
I can, if we get close enough, I can take me and another person onto one of the ships, and maybe we can take one down from the inside while you sort of tank the other one. But I don't know. I don't know if me and another person are gonna be. If you think there's only 5 people on each of the ships, then potentially me and someone else can go like fuck them up. But I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to me. You might want to take more than just you or one other person, though, if that's possible.
Well, I'm just saying I can only like if we get close enough, I can dimension door, but I can only take me and one other person, I believe.
All right.
Yeah, you can bring one willing creature of your size or smaller.
Good to know.
I mean, if we get close enough, other people can jump, or we can do the rope thing. You know?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, swing from the sail ropes. Yeah. But
Yeah, so
you have to be about a ship's length away for that to work.
Yeah. So I could take maybe me and Helga, so she can tank, and maybe Foxbird can. Oh, ooh, actually.
Sandra says, "You're not gonna leave me behind while you go off to fucking die on a ship, are you?"
No. I'm wondering Foxbird might be able to take you somehow. Foxbird can get over there by himself. I'm wondering if there's a way he can get over there.
There is mist on your ship for a week now.
Yes. Can he create? So wait, so how does that work exactly? So he creates mist in one place.
Yep.
And then if he creates mist somewhere else, we can go
Travel between
there.
the mists.
But
If
so
you have
Foxbird-
Foxbud guiding you.
But Foxbird would have to lose half of his max
Yep.
HP again.
Well, no,
Well, I mean,
he would
he'll-
rest before
get a
then
rest.
because it's going to be a couple days trip.
So, but the thing is, if Foxbird dies, or disperses into mist, then that person wouldn't be able to get back through the mist.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely a way to get onto the ship. If all we're focused on is getting on the ship, me, Helga, Cassandra, and Foxbird have a way to get on to at least one other ship.
Yeah.
So we could do
You
that.
have plenty of tools in your belt here.
So we can maybe get on one of the ships while you try and, I don't know, fuck with the other ship, and then, yeah.
All right. Yeah, we can discuss the strategy when we get closer. But yeah, just start thinking now about what we can do. And they say,
Yeah. Sorry. Op made a good point. Can I control a sail?
I feel like maybe no. Well, because how large is huge? Hang on.
Huge is, well, actually, I don't know.
Yeah, that's I believe it's like 10 feet by 10 feet, right? No, 15 by 15 feet. How big is a ship sail?
Well, for what size ship?
I mean, they have to be a certain height. Oh. Okay, yeah.
No.
30. 30-something feet tall, it looks like.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know if that would fit in the huge
It's okay.
constraints.
Listen, I'm just trying to work with what I got.
Sure. I think it's perfectly valid. You can take control of some cannons.
Yeah. Oh, that's fair. Just turn the
These-
cannons on their people.
Yeah. No reason you can't mess with a cannon.
Yeah.
And Oliver says, but before you get too lost in thought about this, I have one last bit of information I want to bring up.
Oh, okay.
And they walk over to one of the bookshelves and pull out these 2 large folders and slap them both down on the desk. And one is of that man that you saw in Shantytown all those years ago when you first touched down and you saw that large orange ship, the Fortune Empress.
Right.
He had that the blonde hair with a buzz cut, the giant armor with a beautiful blue cape.
Hold on. I think I wrote his name down.
And the other is a woman with long black hair in this sort of mini crown with spires, and bright white armor that looks like very ornamented Templar armor, purple and white.
Is that the Emperor or someone else? Who is that?
They say, so these are 2 of the most important names in the Orin Empire right now, aside from the Emperor. On the left, we have Admiral Will Sterling, and they indicate the man with the buzz cut. And then they point at the woman and they say, and then we have Lord Commander Nyx Lumen. And both of them are vying for power right now. Now, it's impossible for us to get even close to the Emperor right now to, attempt to assassinate him. And it's very difficult to get to these 2 as well, but Lise, I would actually argue we don't want these 2 dead.
Why is that? You want them to kill each other?
It turns out Orin is a lot less stable right now than they seem. The Templars are getting a lot of power. They're becoming very prominent in the country, and slowly but surely, they're taking over some major roles that the Orin military handles.
Okay.
And so, constantly, Admiral Will Sterling is trying to prove the Orin Empire's might, the Orin Empire's army's might, and Lord Commander Nyx Lumen is trying to prove the might of the Templars. And both of them want Vladimir's attention. Both of them want more power. If we can find a way to drive this wedge and further divide Orin on this matter and pit these 2 incredibly powerful groups against each other, I think we could collapse parts of Orin from the inside.
I'm really good at making people argue, so.
I don't have any clear ways to do this yet, obviously. This is just the beginnings of a plan, but I just want you to be aware of this divide. So that if you see any option, any opportunity to further divide them, I would take it.
I like that. Yeah. I like that a lot. Yes.
But to be clear,
mm-hmm.
we don't want either one of them to win too quickly.
And then when they do win, we kill them.
Well, yes. Ultimately, we want to take down the Orin Empire, but what I'm getting at is we don't want one of these 2 superpowers to overwhelm the other and be, for example, we don't want the Templars to take over as the new military because then they're just the military now.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't want the Templars to be ousted because then there's no one to challenge the Orin military.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll remember that. Keep my ears open.
So what I'm getting at is you don't want to defeat them. You want to drive that wedge, push them apart.
Okay. But when they do die, I point at her and I'm like, I want that crown.
The Holy Templar crown?
Yeah.
Really? You want that?
I want to wear it when I kill Tyr.
That's the crown worn by the holiest of holies chosen by Tyr himself.
Yeah, I want to wear it when I cut his head off.
Okay. Weird symbolism, but all right.
It doesn't have to make sense to you. It feels right.
And they say, that's all I had. Just wanted you to be aware of that.
Yeah, thanks. That's all very helpful and important and a lot of information to think about. Yep, so once Haven receives news that we are alive, I wonder if that would give us any I don't know. I'm just trying to think of the best way to reach Lexi.
I wish that I knew. We did have correspondence with her for a while, but as your privateer network fell apart, we lost contact with her.
Yeah. They were pirates. You could say pirates. They were pirates.
I mean, the technical term would be privateer. They're helping.
No, they were
okay.
pirates. Okay, yeah, no, cool. Awesome. I don't really know what else to say.
We'll be beginning to enter the Boiling Alley in about 2-3 days time, depending on the winds.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll go take a nap for 3 days.
What, you're gonna take a nap for 3 days?
Anybody know how to play solitaire?
You guys end up kind of really just catching up. I assume you just kind of like tell them all the ins and outs about shit. I mean, is there any particular secrets that you want to keep from everyone?
No, I think I'm gonna tell everybody on the ship just about Bedlam and about the fucking the Inquisition and I won't bring up Helia, but yeah.
Okay.
Just I feel like there's just a lot of secrets that I'm like, I don't remember who I've told, and at this point it doesn't matter.
While you guys are talking, you hear more about Merlin and co, and about how they're actually behind enemy lines right now in the Oran Empire, and how they've been really trying to get close to the Cerulean Citadel to look for weak points and ways with which they can get closer to Vladimir.
Lisa's like, oh, I want to see Merlin soon, but I guess I'll have to wait. During this time, she's braiding Oliver's hair and doing their nails.
I mean, Oliver really only has hair on the top of their head. They've got like shaved around the sides and stuff. So
they do like a side braid.
And you find out that that mission is expected to last a few more weeks because they're trying to keep a low profile. And they're also looking to learn about like new technology in the Oran Empire, because it sounds like there's like a new advanced transportation system that's been invented.
Transportation system, you say?
Yeah? What of it?
Do you know what it looks like?
I've not really heard anything about it. Just that it's exclusively within the Oran Empire. They haven't like rolled it out anywhere.
Can I have some paper?
Sure.
I draw a train. And I'm like, I saw this in my dream. I think this is what it is.
They say, okay. I have no idea of what it is. I just heard that it's a new transportation system inside their country borders.
I'm like, these are the metal boxes, and they're all linked up together, and they go on these tracks. And in my dream, they were transporting the thing that I was in this thing. I don't know what it's called, but this is what it was for sure.
And everyone's kind of looking at you like you're crazy, and they're like,
I have professional Schematic dreams.
They say, so like, are they like pulled by horses? Why are they boxes?
No, it's well, actually, I have no idea. I was just saw it in my dream, but I didn't see any horses. I'm assuming.
Artemis speaks up and says, "Oh, I think I've pieced it together. The horses are invisible."
No, I'm gonna go ahead and put my money on there's no horses.
Well, how else are they gonna pull it?
Artemis, you make inventions all of the time. Couldn't it just be like mechanical or like engineering, you know?
I mean, I don't know that Orin really deals in like magical.
No, I don't think I don't think it's magic. I don't think it's magic. I think it's engineering.
What do you mean? I don't understand. Are you telling me that they've invented some metal box that can generate propulsion with like what? Do they have some kind of like fuel or something, or like?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's probably coal, and electricity, or possibly
the stuff we
steam.
burn?
Possibly steam. Yeah. There's, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, on that, in those boxes, I think there was a box that was full of coal, and there was a little boy shoveling some coal into a furnace.
Artemis speaks up and says, "Okay, maybe they have like blasting powder, and they have like a box that it's like at the back of the boxes, and it's exploding constantly to shoot the boxes forward."
Lisa's like, you know what, Artemis, when I eventually have to go to Orin, I'll get some schematics for you. How about that?
That sounds delightful.
I feel like we could use this in Caliban, to be honest with you.
He says, "I am absolutely going to start drawing up diagrams. This is a really interesting idea."
Yeah. Anyway, hey.
The whole time Oliver's like, "Yeah, I don't know if I would trust that, Artemis."
I'm like braiding their hair. Like, you don't trust me? You don't trust my dreams? My dreams haven't been wrong before.
I trust you, Lise, but that sounds crazy. Moving metal boxes, like, with no magical propulsion, like, what's moving them?
I mean, what? They're on wheels.
Oh, so we're gonna light a torch with that coal, and the torch is gonna cause it to move? I mean, come on, Lise.
Electricity? I don't know.
What the hell's electricity?
Lightning?
So wait, you think that they're channeling lightning into the boxes? You realize how crazy you sound right now, right, Lise?
You don't think you could create something that would generate like lightning?
I mean, like what? Like a tinderbox? Like you strike it and the sparks come out? I mean...
Yeah. I don't know. I'm Artemis. If anybody here was going to understand this, it would be you.
And Helga says, "Yes, I think that this makes very much sense. Friend Lise knows what talking about."
Yeah, actually, you know what? Listen to Helga for once.
They take lightning, they grab it with hand, put in boxes, and lightning shoot through boxes, and box go forward.
Well, you know what? Okay, I'm done talking about this with you.
You know, Helga done this thing once. Grab lightning from sky. It hurt Helga a lot.
I look at Cassandra like, is she just making up like folklore about herself now?
Cassandra says, "I think she may have been struck by lightning."
You know what? That would make a lot of sense. Helga.
And Helga says, "Helga can grab lightning. Helga do anything."
Okay. All right, Helga. All right.
Helga just not think to put lightning into box. Genius plan now that Helga think about it.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's pretty ingenious. You're right.
Who has metal box? Helga going to do this.
No. You got it. It's for people who, like Artemis, who are like engineers.
But Artemis not big and strong.
Well, maybe he used to be. Artemis, did you used to be big and strong?
I used to do push-ups, I guess.
There you go, Helga.
Oh, Helga need to learn about Artemis workout routine.
Why you wanna get that form or what?
Artemis says, I'm more than happy to compare notes with you anytime, Helga.
Okay. Anyway, enough about this. I don't know.
You guys continue sailing toward the boiling alley, and you start seeing these spires rising as you get closer and closer. And that's not what I meant to do. And there's like a thin mist over the water, not like a magical mist, but the water is a little bit warm, and so the water is kind of misting a bit over the top of the water. And these spires get tighter and tighter as you go. There's a few times where your ship nearly scrapes them because they're so tight on either side. But you manage to avoid, any kind of hull damage. And you start seeing them become more and more sparse. And you see the waters open up a bit. And Artemis says to you, this is the opening I was talking about.
What if I make the ship look like it's covered in mist, and that'll give us a little bit of extra hiding,
Are you planning on sneaking up on the ships?
Maybe.
How are you going to kick up all this mist? You're going to have to kick up quite a bit to cover up our ship.
Can minor illusion some mist?
How big of an area can minor illusion affect? Your ship's not small.
Well, hold on.
I would check on that.
It's yeah, okay, 5 foot cube.
Okay.
Wait, but Cassandra has something. Doesn't Cassandra have major image? Yeah. Cassandra has major image, which is it's only a 20 foot cube. Never mind.
Yeah, that wouldn't even cover the front of your ship.
Okay.
So you guys, as you begin approaching this opening water, how do you want everyone positioned on the ship? Just kind of describe it, and I'll place everyone.
I'm gonna take Helga through a dimension door, and Foxbud and Cassandra are gonna go through the mist. Or wait,
Foxbud has to be wherever he drops the mist.
I'm gonna take Foxbud. But Foxbud can teleport, so Foxbud might teleport onto the ship and then set down some mist, and then Cassandra can be standing right next to the other mist and just walk in. No, but she needs Foxbud to guide her. So he can teleport, set down the mist, go through it, get Cassandra, and lead her back to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna dimension door with Cassandra or with Helga to the other side. So me and Helga will be waiting on the side closest to whatever ship we're gonna get on.
So you're having Foxbud teleport separately.
Yes, Foxbud will teleport.
What's
wherever
the distance limitation on each of those?
Dimension door is 500 feet.
That's good to know, though, because we're dealing with like large open bodies of water kind of stuff right now.
Yeah, Foxbud needs to be within 40 feet of wherever he is teleporting. Well, actually, let's see. For teleport, it's 40 feet. How much for Misty Step? Misty Step is 30 feet. Okay, that's not as good. About Thunder Step. Thunder Step is...
Let's figure out the positioning of you guys on the ship. That's what I'm asking. The positioning on your ship as you approach these other ships.
Okay. Lise, well, do you know what side we're gonna come up?
Who do you want on, standing around the cannons? Who do you want toward the front of the ship? Who do you want
toward
the helm?
Cassandra is going to come stand.
We're not using this current map. I'm about to switch us over, but I want to figure out where all your people are going to be.
Okay, well, Cassandra has to be at the front of the ship because that's where Foxbud put the mist down.
Okay.
Lise and Helga are going to be towards whatever side of the ship is going to be closest to whatever ship they're coming up on, so they can dimension door. And I guess Foxbud
would be at the front.
Yeah. And I guess Foxbud will be near them as well, so he can teleport or whatever. Oliver probably needs to be at the wheel, right? Somebody needs to be
the helm.
Driving. Yeah.
Do you want everyone else on cannons?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Okay. So I'm going to walk you through how this is going to work.
Okay.
So your ship is going to have a few different stats. You're going to have stats for your hull health. You're going to have stats for your sails, and then also your helm. Mm-hmm. Your hull has a good 500 hit points, and it has what's called a damage threshold. Okay. The way that works is if you don't hit that threshold, the ship takes no damage. The threshold is 20. So they have to do 20 points of damage or more, or it's completely ignored.
Okay.
That is not the case for the other two. The sails can take any amount of damage. The helm can take any amount of damage. Your sails have about 100 hit points. However, you lose 10 feet of speed per 25 damage taken. And your helm has about 50 hit points. And if that's destroyed, the ship can no longer turn.
Nope.
That'll make sense?
Yeah. Can you send that to me or repeat it so I can write it down?
Sure. Let me just copy those stats to you. The other important thing to note is that your ship's sails will allow you to move 55 feet on average if you're sailing kind of perpendicular to the wind. 15 feet if you're sailing directly into the wind, and 70 feet if you're sailing with the wind. So you go very slow if you're sailing against the wind. You go 55 feet if you're sailing just kind of diagonal to it, and then 70 if you're sailing with the wind.
Okay.
And the wind is currently going northeast. All right. That's pretty much everything I had. Your cannons will do about 4d10 bludgeoning damage when they hit a target.
Okay. Foxbud's Thunderstep can the range is 90 feet, and he can bring along a willing creature. So he will carry Cassandra with him.
Okay. 90 feet is still not that far when you're talking ship battle distances.
Yeah, so we'll have to kind of skirt them.
Yeah. All right. As you sail into this large body of water, you see over the distance some sails creeping up, and you see them. The two ships, the Morning Dew and the Twilight Rain, which I just realized that the Twilight Rain you cannot see the name of. Give me 1 second.
The names are so small, I don't think it even matters.
It will matter. The viewers can see them for sure.
Okay.
So, I will say that you have surprise on this. You will get a free round of initiative, so everyone will get to take one turn before the other ships can respond. And so I'm not going to make you roll for initiative just yet. Take your turns in whatever order.
Cassandra is going to give Lise Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, where the fuck? Map is really weird right now. Not letting me zoom out. There we go. Cassandra's going to give Elise Bardic Inspiration. That's a bonus action, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Um.
She bangs on her drum, and you feel inspired.
Oh, this is helpful. So, I'm just trying to see if there's any like buffing anybody can do.
Mm-hmm.
Besides that, I guess Cassandra has warding wind, but that's not very. Yeah.
What are you trying to do?
Nothing. I was just looking to see like if I could buff anybody or do anything like that, but it doesn't seem like it. Honestly, I don't know what else I would do.
Okay. Do you guys just want to sail directly into the wind? You can turn the ship 90 degrees during any turn.
Yeah, whatever's gonna get us.
The wind is going northeast, so the winds are pushing directly toward them. So if you sail into it, you get to move that full 70.
All right, I want to come up, probably right behind, like kind of around here.
Kind of around where? Okay. Behind them.
Yeah. So that everyone can teleport onto the back of the ship. And then that way, I don't know, maybe they can keep going in that direction and swoop around and then come like over to this side and have their cannons on the ship.
I just threw Oliver into the water by accident.
Goodbye.
Let me undo what I just did.
Maybe on the way over we can cannon fire at the Twilight whatever.
Twilight Rain.
If we're in range, in position.
God damn it, I keep fucking everything up.
It's fine.
There we go. Okay. So we'll turn you about 45 degrees and we'll have you sail directly into the wind.
Okay.
And with sailing directly into the wind, you can move 70 feet every turn. So I'm going to move you 70 feet. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 55, 70. I think you'd be around here. So you're a little closer.
Okay.
Yeah, they've definitely taken notice of you now.
Okay.
You can turn your ship more if you want to angle your cannons at them.
I would like to be a little bit more. Do I have control of the ship?
I would prefer that I move it just because it's very easy to do what I just did and knock everyone off the ship.
Yeah. How we can't hit them with cannon fire right now, can we?
If you rotate your ship, you could.
Okay. Can I rotate it a little bit more east? So maybe like these top, like not quite that far.
Okay.
So maybe
there.
like, yeah, because I want to come up like over here, you know.
Mm-hmm. But you can rotate 90 degrees either way each time.
Okay. Well, regardless. Yeah. How many cannons can hit now?
Just that one on your left front cannon. These the four over here are pointed far to west.
If I turned it a little bit more, would I be able to? Okay, can I turn it?
You can turn the full 90 degrees and
okay,
and then all of them can likely hit.
Okay, that's fine. Let's do that.
Full 90 degrees?
Yeah.
All right. You turn a full 90 degrees and your cannons are pointed right at the morning dew.
All right. Fire all cannons.
All right. In that case, Artemis and Penelope, when this is all going on, they move over to the west side of the ship, the left side rather, and get ready to fire the cannons. That'll be their turn if they fire. So Oliver steered, they fired. The four of you still have your turns, though.
I mean, we can't really do anything. Oh, well, there's this one cannon here at the top. Is that too far away to reach them now?
I think you could maybe hit the Twilight Rain if one of you wants to fire on that one.
Do you mean the... Oh, okay. I thought they were switched. Yeah, we'll do one cannonball on the Twilight Rain.
Okay. On that note, where are you aiming?
I want to slow them down, but I don't want to sink their ship.
Okay.
You know?
So you can easily...
Wherever I can do that.
You can try to target specific soldiers, but you'll have disadvantage because it's such a far distance and they're such small targets. Or you can aim for the hull of the ship, the sails, or the helm. Remember, destroying the helm makes them unable to steer. Destroying the sails, the more you destroy those, the more movement they lose.
Let's aim for the sails on the Twilight, and let's do sails for both for now.
All right. So who's firing the one toward the Twilight Rain?
Who's closest to it?
Helga?
What check is it gonna be to fire this cannon?
It's actually because of the way that I built the stats, it's probably gonna be a +6 for anyone who uses the cannons. Because there's not like a whole lot of aiming that's involved in a cannon.
Yeah, I'll have Helga do it. She worked on a ship.
Point them up and down.
Yeah, I'm like, Helga, sails.
All right. So go ahead and roll a ranged attack with a +6 to hit. And I'll roll attacks for Penelope, Darian, Artemis, and Zachary.
17.
All right, that'll hit. Uh, 15. Okay, so Penelope hits, Darren misses, Artemis hits, Zachary misses. Boom, 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 boom! All your cannons ring out, and the sails are impacted heavily. One tearing clean through the right side of the Morning Dew backmost sail. Another hitting the mast of the middle sail, and then of course Helga's shot hits the mast of the Twilight Rain as well. And now we're going to roll damage. Roll me 4d10 bludgeoning damage.
How many? Say 4?
Yes, 4d10.
Okay. Uh, 24.
24? All right.
Yeah.
Quite a bit of damage, but not quite enough to severely impact the movement of the Twilight Rain. However, you do see the Morning Dew kind of jolt forward a bit, and everyone kind of stumbles a bit because suddenly their movement was reduced. And if you did not have their attention before, you've got it now.
It's okay.
And okay, so that's those cannons fired. None of those can be fired until the next turn. So that was Helga's action. You technically have your action. So does Cassandra, and so does Foxbud.
We're too far away to really do anything.
All right. In that case, we are going to officially roll initiative because surprise is over.
Who am I rolling for?
Go ahead and just roll for yourself, Helga, and Cassandra, and I'll roll for everyone else. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Artemis and Zachary rolled like shit.
I kind of like shit for at least.
Zachary got a nat 1.
Oh, Zachary. That's okay. He's still
Artemis
getting
got a
used
3.
to. He's getting used to doing stuff with his nails.
His stiletto nails.
Yeah.
I'm also going to roll a general initiative for everyone on each of these ships, the Morning Dew and the Twilight Rain, since they're all kind of acting together.
Yeah.
And if you get aboard one of the ships, I'll re-roll for each individual person. They rolled really well.
Oh.
Twilight Rain got a total 19, and Morning Dew got an 18.
Okay.
So go ahead and give me your rolls.
Helga got a mod 20.
Nice.
Yeah. Cassandra got a 15.
Okay.
And Lise got 8.
All right. Let me arrange everyone so that I'm not losing my mind during this fight. So with that, first up in the order will be Helga, for sure.
And she's on cannon, so she will fire another shot at, when does the ship go? Or when Oliver goes?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that since Oliver is at the helm, when they take their turn, that's when the ship will turn and move and stuff.
Okay, yeah. So then in this position, Helga will fire another shot at the sails of the Twilight, whatever.
All right, roll an attack with a +6 to hit.
24.
All right, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage. That's 4d10.
Okay, hold on. I gotta write it down. That is... Okay, that sucked. Okay. That's 3. God. Sucks. Okay. That's 6 plus 17.
17 total damage.
Yeah, I rolled 2 1s.
All right. Their ship lurches back as well. Everyone's kind of tripping around on the deck as this ship suddenly slows down as her cannonball tears through that backmost sail. A massive tear in the sail forming, and it starts fluttering in the wind. Not looking good for the Twilight Rain either now. So they have both been slowed down a bit.
Helga, good shot.
All right, and that'll be Helga's turn unless she takes another action. That since that was a interacting with an object, that's not an attack. She does not get a second attack.
Oh. Well, yeah, I mean, she can't do anything else, really, so.
Okay. I think it also only applies to melee weapon attacks. But next up in the order would be Darren, who I assume you just want to fire as well.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm trying to think of where I want to... Yeah, I guess the sails until they turn their ship more.
Cool. Boom, fires, hits. And we're going to roll damage. And we're looking at about 30 damage.
Oh my god.
I think he tears it through like some of the mast planks on the top that like kind of hold the sail itself. Mm-hmm. And the ship lurches really hard this time. People kind of tripping all over the deck. This ship is suddenly going very slow, and the middlemost sail is practically falling apart with this hit.
Nice.
Next up is the Twilight Rain.
Okay.
The crew of which, we'll say, Pirates! Off the port bow!
I wish we had a pirate flag.
And the Twilight Rain, all of their people begin moving toward the cannons, and they angle their ship toward Oh, did not mean to do that. They angle their ship towards you to fire on the Crimson Shark.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 shots ring out.
Bang, bang.
Ooh. 2 really good shots. Both hit your hull.
Oh, no.
Boom, boom.
My hull.
And 2 cannonballs come crashing through the planks below you as your ship takes 47 points of damage.
Oh, God.
Yes, you have 500 total health that has been reduced to 453 health. Remember, if your hull is compromised, if it's destroyed, your ship will sink.
Yeah, I know.
And with that, next up in the order is the Morning Dew. That is going to take a page out of the Twilight Reigns book and call out to all their soldiers, who immediately move to the cannons as well. And they cry out, "The sails are on the way out! We're not going to get out of here unless we sink those!" And they run to the cannons and angle themselves and take aim and fire. Whoop, I just fucked up my map. Ship battles are hard, man.
Yeah.
And 2 more shots ring out. One does not hit, the other does. Boom, boom! One crashes into the water next to the Scarlet Shark. The other, I think, just a bit away from you at the front of the ship, Lise, kind of tears through the floorboards in front of you, and you see the hull get ripped open for 28 damage.
She's like, how much health does it have, though?
You're looking at about 425 total health on the Scarlet Shark left.
Okay.
And with that, that is the end of the Morning Dew's turn. It is now Cassandra's turn.
Can Cassandra just take take over the cannon from Helga, or what?
Well, no, the cannons can only be operated once per turn. So she fired a cannon, and now it needs to be reloaded.
Okay. I guess she's gonna give Helga inspiration as well.
Okay.
That's literally all she can do.
She keeps banging on her drum that she's like in her element now. This is what she was used to doing when she was aboard Warren's ship, and gives Helga inspiration. Both you and Helga have bardic inspiration now. Go ahead and keep track of that for me, because I know that I will forget.
Okay.
That's 1d8.
Yeah. And then for her action, I mean, sorry, Zipper's pushing on my door.
Lise, by the way, Lise, you is within 500 feet of the ships now. You are absolutely within 500 feet.
Oh, I didn't know.
I can count
that.
out the exact distance if you want to know.
Nope, 500 feet is all I need to know.
45 feet.
Okay, that's good to know. Cassandra, yeah, she can't really do anything else.
I'm gonna, just for simplicity's sake, I'm gonna drop a token that's 100 feet in diameter.
Okay.
To make this a little simpler to visualize. So let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. So that's 100 feet in diameter. So this, and then this, that's 200 feet, 300 feet, 400 feet, and then you are within 500 feet now, but not within 400 feet.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll drag this off to the side.
Cassandra's gonna run up. Well, No, because Foxbud... Yeah, Cassandra's going to run up and just stand near the cannon so that when Lisa and Helga disappear, she could take over the cannon until they get close enough for her and Foxbud to jump onto a ship.
So who's staying behind? Sorry, I didn't follow the beginning half of that.
Lisa and Helga, on Lisa's turn, are going to dimension door to a ship. So
Okay.
Cassandra's going to stand near the cannon that Helga is on so she can take over the cannon when Helga leaves.
Okay.
But other than that, she can't really... I think she's too far away to really do anything. Her biggest spell range is 120, so she can't... she's too far away to really do anything.
Okay.
So, that's it.
Okay. And in that case, that is the end of her turn then, if you don't have any additional things you wanted to do.
No.
Okay. Next up is Oliver's turn, so the ship can now be steered and moved.
Take us in!
Continuing the route you guys were going before, just kind of sailing into the wind toward the backs of these ships?
Yes.
Okay. You angle yourselves 45 degrees this way, and begin sailing again. And it's 70 feet, because your sails are not damaged. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60, 65, 70. I think that's right. So you're quite a bit closer to them now. And that will be Oliver's turn, unless you want them to rotate the ship another 45 degrees.
Yeah, maybe rotate it a bit just so the cannons are pointing at them.
All right, you're doing like this weird
Yeah.
zigzag pattern through the water.
Oliver's like, serpentine!
All right, cool. This will angle you so that you can hit both.
Cool.
Cool. And that's Oliver's turn, meaning it is now your turn, Lise.
All right. I run up to Helga and I put my hand on her and I'm like, let's go for friendship. Let's go for friendship.
All right, you move 5 feet over to Helga and you touch her and you dimension door.
Yes, sir.
Where exactly do you want to go? You can move your piece to wherever you're wanting to go.
Me and Helga are going to go. Hold on. I'm too far away. I gotta zoom in. Okay, this is
not easy, is it?
No. I'm gonna go boop, right there.
All right, I'll move Helga with you.
Yeah, I want Helga to be slightly in front of me, if possible.
All right. She appears on the ship with you, right in front of you.
Yep. And before
Right.
I go, I yell, "Don't shoot me with a cannon!"
And Cass is like, "Oh God, why'd you have to say that?"
That is my action. I don't know. The only bonus action I could do would be Mantle of Flame, I think, and that's... Or convert sorcery points, but I don't want to do that. I guess I could light
the
something
ship on fire.
I could do that, but that's probably... not the best thing to do right now.
What?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. All right. In that case, that's your turn. Next up is Penelope, who I assume you want to fire. And we can kind of just assume that since the next two after her are Artemis and Zachary, that you just want all three of them to fire on the masts of the Morning Dew.
I want them to also hit the hull. I want them to destroy the sails, but also get a cannon like in their hull.
Okay, so you're wanting to do damage to the hull to sink the ship?
Well, no. Okay, maybe I don't want to sink the ship.
You can also damage the what you call it, the Oh my god, the helm.
Oh yeah,
They can
the
no
helm.
longer steal or steer.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want them to finish destroying the sails and destroy the helm.
Okay. Penelope fires on the sails and hits them. And rolls damage. 17 damage. Her cannonball, boom, launches through the sails. Does not quite finish them off, but like the backmost sail like kind of dips down and falls. This ship is not able to move very fast at all at this point, but it still can technically move, just very slowly.
Okay.
And with that, I assume you want to keep firing on the sails until they're toast. So Artemis and Zachary.
Do one more attack on the sails and have one of the other one do on the helm.
Okay. What if the sail one misses?
That's fine.
Okay. And the sail attack miss. But the attack on the helm hit with a 17.
Nice.
So the sails are fine. Well, not fine, but they're still trucking. And 29 damage as Zachary's shot at the helm hits.
Damn.
It tears through the panel holding this large wheel, and it's kind of cockeyed now. It's like kind of diagonal with the ground. And the man manning the helm says, "Oh shit! Oh god! I gotta like lean to turn this thing." And the ship is still functional, but it's nearly immobilized now.
Nice.
And with that, we are back to top of the order. Helga. On your turn, did Foxbud do anything?
No, he's too far away to do anything.
Okay, so he's just gonna kind of hang out.
Yeah, he's hanging out with Cassandra.
Okay. In that case, top of the order is Helga.
Oh, this poor captain. Helga is gonna go and do a frenzy rage.
Okay.
And
for friendship!
And she's going to just beeline for the dude driving this ship.
Okay. Lise whispers in Helga's ear, "That guy right there hates friendship, and he hates you, and he doesn't want you to have any friends."
Yeah, he said you and all your friends were ugly.
She says, "My friends are beautiful!"
Yeah.
And she runs up and just goes fucking ham on this dude. So because she's raging, she's frenzying, she gets 3 separate attacks.
Yeah. You want me to roll?
So go ahead and roll 3 attacks with a +10 to hit. Holy shit, this dude has no idea what's about to fucking hit him.
They just see like a blip on the faraway ship, and then suddenly there's a big angry woman in his face. He's like, "Oh god." Okay. Okay, first one's a 15.
Okay. Does not hit.
Yeah. Second one is a 24.
That hits.
Third one is 13. So only one of them.
Okay.
She got so worked up.
She's so mad. She's like swinging her hammer around like the big hammer from Mario, just like boom, boom, boom on the floorboards. And only one of these managed to hit him. So go ahead and roll damage for that hit. Keep in mind you get a +3 melee damage because of rage now, so it's a 2d6 +9.
Okay. Yeah, Helga's like, she doesn't go into frenzy attack. She hasn't like been frenzying attack, so it's like she's so angry. She just doesn't know how to deal with it.
Lise begins to realize that maybe she made Helga a little too mad.
So that's a 10 + 9 is 19 damage.
All right. Boom! Hits him real good. Like fucking right in like the back. You hear like a it's like it hits his back, and he lurches forward against the wheel and yelps out in pain. All right, with that, that's Helga's turn. Next up is Darren, who I assume you want to fire.
Yes. If you could have him fire, I'm trying to destroy the helm on the other ship.
Okay.
Oh. You know what? No. I'll have him fire and try and finish off their sails. Just,
Okay. They are nearly toast. There's like one left that's kind of like hanging on for dear life to move them.
Is their helm like looking better? Do you think it would be better?
Their helm is pretty toast as well. Both of them are definitely on their way out. I would say that you could easily finish off either one with a shot if it does enough damage.
Aim for the sails. They can turn, but as long as they can't go anywhere, like I feel like that's better.
Okay. Roll this attack. Ooh. An 11 does not hit. Boom! Hits the water right next to the ship. Aimed a little high.
He's trying.
And with that, that's the end of his turn. Next up is the Twilight Rain. And because all of you are on the Twilight, or the two of you are on the Twilight Rain now, I'm going to break all of them out into individual initiatives. All right, with that, we know that it is C's turn, who is going to continue manning the cannon. I think A and B and E are going to beeline for you guys. C and D look like they're going to continue manning the cannons. So yeah, C just fires on your guys' ship. So let me go back to that roll. They're aiming for your hull. They just want to sink you as quickly as possible. Actually, I think they see you going for their sails, and they may mimic the same idea here.
Okay.
C fires and hits your sails. And we're going to roll damage. 17 damage. Not as much as I was hoping, but all right.
Shut up, bud.
B cries out, "Aim for the sails! They're getting too close! They're able to get some people on you! We don't want that!" And they aim for your sails, and boom! One flies out and tears through this frontmost sail. Your ship continues moving forward, however. The tear is not that big, and it's in like a corner, so nothing you can't handle for now. And next up is the Morning Dew, who's going to fire both their cannons on your sails.
Damn.
And it looks like one hits, one does not. Rolling damage now. All right, that's a little better. 25 damage. Boom! And it tears through that same sail, this time widening that rip. And your front sail is taking quite a bit of damage now. Your ship lurches forward. Everyone stumbles a bit as you lose 10 feet of speed.
Okay.
So your ship will move 10 feet slower now, so only 60 feet while sailing into the wind.
Okay.
And with that, that is the Morning Dew's turn. Next up is Cassandra.
Cassandra fires that cannon.
All right. Go ahead and roll for that.
She's gonna fire on the Twilight sails.
Okay.
17? Or
That'll
no.
hit.
Wait, no. I'm sorry.
I don't.
No, never mind.
What's going on?
I added the wrong modifier. It's 13.
That hits.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Boom, hits it. 4d10 bludgeoning damage on these sails.
Oh god. Okay. That's
I can roll it for you if you'd like.
I got it. Again, and 3. 18 plus 4 is 22, plus 3 is 25. 25.
25 total damage?
Yeah.
Nice. Boom! Tears through the middlemost sail, kind of knocks out the middle mast a bit. It's like diagonal with the ship now. It lurches as this happens, as it loses those 10 feet of movement. Everyone on the ship's going to give me a dexterity saving throw now that you're on it, and we're going to see if you fall prone. It's a pretty low DC, but it's still possible for you to fall over.
Okay. Helga got a 16, and Lise got an 8.
Okay, Lise falls prone.
That's fine.
Purple for prone.
She wasn't going anywhere.
The only one who failed is B, who is up in the crow's nest. And this is very funny because I feel like the only way they can fall over is by falling out of the crow's nest.
Yeah. Well, especially because didn't we hit the middle mast, which is where the crow's nest is?
Yep. And so, on average, crow's nests are like 20 to 30 feet. I'm going to say closer to 20 feet because these are smaller ships. Mm-hmm. This guy is going to take, I believe it's falling damage 5e. I think it's like 1d6 of bludgeoning damage from a fall. So he's going to take 2d6 bludgeoning damage as he falls out of the crow's nest.
Idiot. Nice shot, babe.
Oh, I rolled the wrong dice. There we go. Oh my god, and it was nearly max damage. 11 damage from falling out of the crow's nest.
Idiot. At least fell prone, but is laughing at the guy who fell out of the crow's nest.
Yeah, he falls out of the crow's nest, is knocked prone, and takes 11 falling damage from the impact. And he goes, holy shit! Ah! Boom! Hits the ground.
Twist his ankle.
And that's Cassandra's turn, unless she wants to take a bonus action to give someone Bardic Inspiration.
Nah, she needs to save that. I feel like she only has so much Bardic Inspiration.
All right. In that case, next up is Oliver.
Just get as close to the twilight as you can get, Oliver.
All right. With 60 feet of movement and rotating into the wind, we're going to go another 60 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. I didn't have the camera on it when that happened, but you're a little closer now, and they can rotate the ship back if you'd like to angle it toward these ships to fire.
Yeah. How far away are you now? Are we now?
Let me pull out the measurement circle. This is 100 feet from the edge of the ship, and then
so like
about
just
200 feet away from the Twilight Rain, if that's where you wanted to get to.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I have not been moving these ships. They're supposed to be moving like diagonally from you guys. But because this one is so thoroughly damaged, I think it can only move about 25 feet. In fact, both of them can only move about 25 feet now. So they're kind of at a crawl. 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, at a very slow crawl, trying to get away from you. 10, 15, 20, 25. They're unable to sail directly away from you because they'd be sailing directly into the wind, which they have currently no speed moving against. God damn it. Mm-hmm. Did it again. See, this is okay. What I was worried about. There we go. Okay. And with that, it is Soldier D's turn. These nuts. Okay, he fires on your ship, on the sails. And that hits. And, ooh, terrible damage, though. 12 damage to your sails. As he fires on your sails. It is enough to make you lose another 10 feet of movement. You're losing 25 feet of total movement right now. Your sails are below half health. As he fires one toward like your backmost sail, and it kind of tears through one of the corners. Not a huge tear, but enough to do some damage. And I'm gonna quickly roll some dexterity saving throws for everyone. Go ahead and give me dexterity saving throws for Foxblood and Cassandra.
Foxblood got a 10.
Okay.
And Cassandra. Oh. Cassandra also got a 10.
Okay, that was enough to clear it, so neither of them are knocked over, but Artemis, Zachary, and Darren are all prone.
Oh, God.
And Oliver and Penelope pass the check. So, all right, that was that soldier's turn. And next up is you, Lise.
Thank God, finally.
This is how ship fights go. There's a lot going on.
Okay. Lisa's like, thank God. She cracks her knuckles. She's just like, all right. Hello. Time for me to kick your ass. Okay. Let's do a 4th level Scorching Ray on, let's see, how many is that? That's 3. And it's 1 additional ray for each slot level above 2nd. And this is a 4th level spell, so it's 5 rays.
Okay. Did these catch things on fire when they hit them? Just curious. I know a lot of your spells do.
It doesn't say.
Okay, so probably not.
Yeah. So that's, I can hit 5 targets.
Okay.
So I'm
you
just
will
gonna
have advantage on B if you fire on B. You have to use half your movement to get up, though. So.
Yeah, I use half my movement to stand up. Okay. And it's 120. It's 120 feet, so I don't need to move. I'm just gonna do. I'm gonna do 1. Well, how much is it? It's 2d6 per. Helga's got this guy. I'm gonna do 2 on B and 1 on E, D, and C.
Okay, so 2 for B, 1 for everyone else, other than A.
Yes. So
okay,
I get advantage. Do I get advantage on both of the ones for B?
Yep.
Okay.
The 2 separate attacks, right? You roll attacks for each beam, right?
Yeah. So let me roll those 2 first.
Okay.
First one, okay, gets advantage. It is a 12 plus 10 to
that
hit.
hits.
Yeah.
22.
So that one hits. Second one on him, 19 plus 10.
Okay, roll damage on him really quick. Let's see what this does to him.
So that's 4d6 on him. That is 5. 5 plus 1 plus 1. Damn, I'm rolling like shit.
You keeping track of all these?
Oh my god! Yeah, I just rolled 3 1s in a row. Yeah, I only did 8 damage to him.
Oh my god.
That was a shitty. That sucked.
You hit him with these 2 rays and do just almost no damage. I like to imagine that maybe you just hit his armor a little too directly.
Yeah.
And like it's mostly like the impact of the flame that's hurting him here, not so much the actual burning.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Lise is pissed. Does Lise move forward at all? I think you would need to move forward a little bit in order to like really get a good angle on these guys. I'll say you move here
Sure. Okay.
because you're looking down on them.
Yeah, that's fine. And then 1 for the rest of them. So let's see if that hits. 17.
That'll hit.
Okay, so that one is for C.
Okay.
So this will be 2d6. So that's 5 plus 6 is 11 damage on C.
Okay.
That
Hits him
is
square on. Burns him pretty bad.
A 23 to hit D.
All right.
That is 3 plus 4. 7 damage for D.
Okay.
And a 27 to hit E.
Okay.
That is 6 plus 6. 12 damage.
12 damage to E. Okay. You fire all these rays of fire at these dudes, and hits them all of them square on, and the one that you hit with 2 of them on the ground, prone, who just fell out of the crow's nest, cries out, "Witchcraft! They brought a witch on board!"
She's like, witchcraft? What are you fucking... You don't know anything about magic? Fucking idiots?
Magic's outlawed!
You never seen a sorcerer before? Outlawed? Oh man, Orin sucks.
And with that is the end of your turn, unless you want Foxbud to do something.
Oh, I didn't take a bonus action.
Oh,
You
you want to do additional damage to someone?
Yeah, can I add 4 to the 8 damage that I did to B?
Sure. All right. And with that's your turn. Let's go over to Foxbud. Do you want to do anything with him?
I don't think he can. He can't do anything until he gets within 90 feet. So I'll say that he's just gonna ready his action when he gets within 90 feet of the Twilight Rain. Him and Cassandra are gonna thunderstep over there.
Okay. In that case, next up in the order is Penelope. So his ready to action is to thunderstep.
Yes.
And can he take Cassandra with him on that?
Yeah, you can also teleport one willing creature. Oh, it says of your size or smaller. Shit. Okay.
I think he's a little shorter than you guys.
Yeah.
Not like when he's standing on his hind legs, but like just overall.
Well, is he is he a medium-sized creature?
He actually might be about your size now.
Yeah. Oh, it says of your size. So, if he's a medium creature, I feel like.
Yeah, I'm thinking about old Foxbud, but he's pretty big now. He's like the size of a wolf, so.
Yeah, you said when he stands on his hind legs, he was like bigger than me. So.
Yeah, as I was saying that, I was like, yeah, actually that makes sense.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what he will do.
So once the ship is within 90 feet, he does that. So likely on Artemis's turn, he wants to get onto the Twilight Rain.
Yes, it's with Cassandra.
Okay. Does Thunderstep do damage to nearby enemies? I believe it does, right?
It does, but it's only within 10 feet. So no one's within 10 feet of him.
Oh, it's when he leaves. That's right.
Yeah.
Next up is Artemis. Do you want him to fire on the Morning Dew?
Yeah, just get rid of their sails, get rid of their helm. Just keep,
The sails have still not been hit enough to be destroyed, but they are very close.
Yeah.
Again, you could easily take them out with if one shot hits.
Yeah, I would fire at them.
Okay. Oh, Artemis.
Oh
He
no.
missed.
Poor, he's distracted. He's like, my nails.
No. That was Penelope firing. Artemis is right after Penelope.
Oh. No, did Penelope hit?
No, Penelope did not hit. Now it's Artemis.
Okay.
Who rolled a nat 1?
Oh my god.
They fire back to back. They both got up from prone. They were just a little bit out of sorts in that moment. I know Penelope wasn't on the ground. I don't know. I don't really have an excuse for Penelope.
Yeah.
She's like, this is a bit bigger than the bow that I'm used to.
Yeah.
Oh man, bad rolls all around. All right. Next up is A, who is now turning off of the helm to Helga and says, "Holy hell! How'd they get on here so quick?" And rolls 2 attacks on Helga. And does a 16 hit?
Yes.
And does a 17 does hit. Yeah. So both hit. And we're looking at damage now. 21 damage to Helga. As she gets hit with this guy's greatsword. And he says, "Get off my ship! The hell are you doing on here, you witches?" And
Helga's like, Helga, no magic.
B gets up out of prone and 5, 10, 15 starts beelining over to the staircase to come after you guys, and fires a flintlock pistol at you, Lise.
Okay.
Ooh, an 18 does hit, right?
Yeah.
And with that, you're going to take 5 damage as this round hits you. He pulls out his flintlock, fires on you, bang, and it hits you clean in the shoulder.
She's like, fuck!
And he's like, "We won't tolerate no witchcraft on the Twilight Reign!"
She's like, well, you're not going to be on the Twilight Reign for much longer.
"This is a holy ship of the light!"
Mom, not for much longer. I'm going to feed this ship to a kraken.
What? Krakens aren't of the light!
Yeah.
Krakens aren't even real. What are you talking about? I don't understand.
Mom,
They're all dead! We had them and they died!
we'll see.
She's lying, right? I just realized I didn't have the camera on them. She's lying, right? Krakens ain't real? And C behind him says, "Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure Krakens are all dead. They're extinct."
I'm like, we'll find out.
And E is going to 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 25, 30 here. Run up here. He's unable to quite get to you guys, but he has a clean shot on you, Lise. Rolls an attack.
Hey, shield.
Okay. A 10 would not have hit anyway, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, damn. Well, that's fine.
Bang! Flies over your shoulder. You cast a shield anyway, but it doesn't... Wait, shield's a reaction, right? You used... No, you did not use your reaction. Never mind.
No, yeah.
I was thinking of something else. Okay. So yeah, he does not manage to hit you with his flintlock.
She's like, your name sucks.
It's like, what? I don't got no witchcraft to help me!
So?
Hey, quit gloating, you witch! We're gonna burn you!
What? I think if anybody's gonna burn here, it's you.
And Zachary uses half his movement to stand up, and he can fire on the sails as well.
Yeah, Jesus, please, somebody get those sails.
Zachary fires and hits with a mod 20.
Thank God.
Boom! Fires that shot, and we're looking at 32 damage on the sails of the Morning Dew. The shot, I think, maybe kind of hits the backmost mast, and it crashes and falls forward directly onto the middlemost mast, and the sails are fully toast. This ship, boom, grinds to a halt. Everyone's going to make dexterity saving throws on this ship, and the man in the crow's nest is going to do it with disadvantage because he is up in the crow's nest.
God, I hope it gets thrown from the ship.
Two of them on the bottom are failing. And now his roll with disadvantage. Ooh, he just barely saves it. Oh, wait, no. No, he fails it. Never mind. My bad. He falls out.
Good. Fuck that guy.
And takes 2d6 falling damage.
Idiot.
Which ends up being 9 damage as boosh, hits the deck of the ship and is prone.
What a loser.
What a loser. And we are back to top of the order, Helga.
Helga's like, you hurt my friends.
Okay.
She's gonna take all 3 of her attacks.
On this poor, poor man. He has no idea what's coming his way.
Well, if they hit this time.
Yeah.
All right. That is, 26 to hit. 26 to hit.
Oh my god.
And nope, that one's only an 11. So two hits.
Okay. Roll damage for me.
Yep. So the first one is
Jesus Christ, +9 on both. So 2d6 +9 for both. So 4d6 plus 18.
So 7 plus 9 is 16.
16.
So first one does 16 damage.
Okay.
Second one does 19 damage.
Oh my god. Yeah, this dude is bloodied.
Yeah.
Very bloodied, in fact. Boom! Boom! She like cracks him on the back again, cracks him in the chest, so he's like getting knocked around like a fucking ping pong ball. And he's like, and his head's like a little bobblehead at this point. And he's like coughing up blood, and he's like, oh god, make it stop! And next up is Darren, who I assume you want to fire on the helm of the Morning Dew.
Yeah. Just incapacitate that ship.
Okay. In that case, let's roll that attack. That's a 12, which does not hit. Fires for the helm, boom, hits the water in front of the ship. Or not in front of the ship, behind the ship. And does not manage to actually hit the helm. But he has also used half his movement to get up. So everyone on your ship is no longer prone. And with that, we are on to the Morning Dew in the initiative order. And the ship captain on the Morning Dew calls out, all right, lads, we're not getting out of this easy. And calls out orders to all the men on the deck. They all stand up, and he calls out, grab the special cargo! We're not getting it to Haven if we sink, so we're using it here.
Uh-oh.